Details will be coming as well. We're working. We're working. We getting some stuff done. Cocktails and conversations is for the people, and we want to bring the people in as much as we can. So that's what we do plan to do. Um, the rest of the hosts are on the way. Y'all know how we be. Y'all know how I say it every week. We be life, and I'll be coming straight from work. So we be lifing, but they are on the way, and we will have a full conversation tonight. Okay. Also, a couple of just another announcement. Um, I will be hosting May 3rd. I will be hosting a family sneaker ball party at the Green Road Park for the city of Raleigh. So grab your families, bring your significant other, your kids, your parents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousin. Just come on out, have a good time. I'm excited. Um, to turn up with the community. Green Road Park is a community that my kids have grew up in, an area we have stayed in for years. So I'm excited to go back to that community and turn up with the people, and turn up with my city. You know, I'm a Raleigh girl, heart. So um, I'm excited, and I'm thankful that they chose me to be the host of this event. So May 3rd, we will be at well, I will be at the Green Road Park May 3rd that night. We will be having our first Friday. So stay tuned for details for that. So you can come and turn up with the crew, turn up with the whole crew. You know, we a vibe. We don't just vibe up here. We vibe outside too. Okay. Okay, so until they get here, a couple of things, conversations that you guys wanted to talk about. So I will give my input and we'll run it back a little bit. Okay, so we had talked last week about if a woman stays in a long term relationship or married, did she waste her time? And based off of that, I had someone inbox me and ask, what is considered a reasonable time to be in a relationship before you're married? That for me is not a question that I can answer. I feel like marriage is a big step. Marriage is, I feel like, the end goal for most people when you're dating, but it's not for everybody. Like they say, oh, a man know right then when he ready, or if you the one, maybe. But I'm a true believer that marriage is not for everybody. Um, should you be in a relationship for 30 years if it works for you? I know couples, old couples that are in relationships decades, never been married. I know marriages that have been married for decades, never been happy. So it depends on you and your spouse. But, you know, I always like to say in the beginning, communication is everything. So, yes, I'm a talker, not just because I'm on radio or in entertainment. I'm a talker because I want to know. I'm a talker because I'm a communicator. I'm not real good at assuming. If I'm a Gemini, so when you leave me to assume, and you will leave my mind to wander and go whatever directions it want to go in, it don't turn out right. For me, the most dangerous places for me to be is in my head and in my feelings. Um, 1 plus 1 never equals 2 when I'm there. I always get 11, and things just don't always work out in my favor. Okay. Things get expensive, things get legal, So but yeah, you gotta communicate those things. If you know that marriage is what you want, that's what you need to be when you out there dating, that's what you need to be saying. I'm dating for a husband. I'm dating to be married. Don't just sit there and make it seem like you're okay with, oh, I'm just okay with sneaking and geeking, or I'm just okay with linking, or we doing whatever, part-time lover type stuff. We just doing whatever right now and I'm cool with it. Don't act like you cool with it when you're not. Because you sitting there acting cool, that may be what that person actually wants. The other person, marriage may not be what they want. They may just want somebody to have that companionship, but not that commitment. So you signing up for it, you just may be in that position for years because you have communicated or made act like you that's not what you wanted. You're okay with what you guys are doing. And also on the flip side of that, when you get tired of doing it, it's okay to speak up. Um, people change their mind all the time. Like you could wake up and become a new person any day. Like I tell people, okay, just because you've been disrespected forever, you could wake up tomorrow and say, I put your foot down and say, I will be respected. You are the person that sets your boundaries. You are the person that determines what you will and will not put up with. So until you can actually communicate that to somebody, you gotta, I feel like you can't really play victim to those situations. Like you can't really be like, oh, he did me wrong when there was never no clear there was never no clear, precise conversation or um outline of how I was supposed to treat you right. So technically you weren't treated wrong. You were treated how that individual felt the need to treat you or how they were wanted to treat you in the space that they were in. Now, if you communicate, I want XYZ, and this is not what they're doing, then you have to take your power and set your boundaries. I will not put up with this. I will not settle for this. Okay, that's different. But if you just sitting around like no, if you just sitting around like, oh yeah, that's cool. No, that's just my little yeah. No, that's just my no. Mm-mm. Then don't be upset when you are not valued or how can I put this? If you're not valued or taking as a girlfriend or as a significant other, or if they're not moving with you the way they would in a relationship, you've already set the goals and the standards that you don't have to be in one. You gonna take what you get. So that's why you're getting what you get. So um, got to make sure we are not playing victim to things we allow because we have that power. When you start setting boundaries, when you start putting up expectations and standards for yourself, yes, people fall off. Some people can't handle that. Some people don't like that. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody's not for you. But when it comes to your standards, they are important. They should stay important to you at all times. So, as you, I know you guys can probably see in the background, the crew is coming in. We definitely are gonna jump into that conversation a little bit because I am interested to hear. You know, we have single people and we have married coupled up here. So I am very interested to hear what they have to say. But I do want to push and emphasize you you control how someone treats you. Like they say, you teach people how to treat you, and I'm a firm believer in that. Um, and like if you cross a boundary, I'm uncomfortable on something. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to deal with someone. You don't have to deal with me. That's the option. That's the choice you made. So you technically you don't have to listen to any of my boundaries. You don't have to you don't have to respect any of my standards, anything I have put up. You don't have to. But I have to be in control to say that if you're going to deal with me, you have to. It is a requirement. You will. So, but you have to have that communication. You have to put that out there from the beginning. Hi, sis. How are you doing?
Late, but I'm here.
Yes, ma'am. It's okay. You know, I done told the people that
Yes. Because you in here getting deep by
that
yourself.
we was vibing.
Period.
Shout out to Thalia. Yes. She said she agreed we are all in control of our lives.
Yep.
And yes, and I am a complete believer in that. A lot of times we'll play victim and be like, oh no, they did me like this, or oh no, they did me like that. But I've been one of those people that play victim to situations that I signed up for, or situations that I act like I was good for. So I had to go through it and just be like, you know what? I control this. I am the one that makes the decision if this can keep happening. So I had to put my big girl drawers on and just be like, playing victim not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. So you guys, we are gonna talk a little media today.
Hi.
But before we do get into media,
Shot o'clock.
I was talking about something somebody asked us from the last show, and I definitely want y'all opinions on this.
I'm glad we're here.
So,
Okay.
if you guys remember last week, we talked about somebody asked the question: if a woman stays in a long-term relationship unmarried, is she wasting her time? Y'all remember we had that conversation last week? Okay,
If she stays what?
if she stays in a long-term relationship unmarried, is she wasting her time? Okay, so we had the question off of that was how long how long should you be in a relationship before you're married or before it's considered wasting your time? What I was talking about before y'all got in here was it's different for different people. Not everybody wants to get married. So some people, like I know people that's been together. I know older couples been together for years, never married, happy. I know people that's been married for years and miserable. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I was saying. You have to communicate those things. Yeah. You determine your fate. You determine your boundaries. What happens is when we become victim, when we play victim,
Right.
the circumstances we act like we was cool with.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? You knew you want his girl. You knew y'all was just sneaking.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry y'all was sneaking for 10 years, but that's what you signed up for.
Right.
You at year 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, you didn't say, I'm
Right.
not doing this no more.
Exactly.
Or this is not what I want. And people grow up every day. People change their mind every day.
Right.
You can wake up and say, I will not be, just because you've been disrespected for the last 20 years, you can wake up tomorrow and say, I will not be disrespected.
Right. Right.
You can wake up and say, I will not
Right.
do this anymore,
This
or
is
I
it.
will not deal with this anymore.
Right.
But what you cannot do is, and that's what I felt like we were getting from the person that was asking the question, you can't play victim
Right.
for a situation you've been okay with.
So let me ask this, because I was thinking the question was saying, how long would you stay in a relationship with somebody before marriage?
Well, they asked how long is too long how long is too long to be in a relationship unmarried before you're wasting your time was the question.
Okay, so that's not sneaking in. That means we've been in a relationship, we've been boyfriend and girlfriend. If I'm ready to get married,
Ready to go to the next level.
and we ready to take it to the next level, and he isn't, you're right. That would be a huge communication issue. To me, I think that should be established in the beginning.
And that's exactly what I said
That
before
I
y'all
want to
got
get
here.
married. You know, I mean, you kind of, you know the person that you're with. You kind of know the time frames. You know what I mean? And I think it just depends on a couple. There is no right or wrong answer to how long.
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's just, you got to know who you're with, because some people, and a year later they marry. You know what I mean? Some people
Right.
go from boom to this, and I've heard men, I knew it, went and got the ring after 6 months. You know what I mean? People do what they move at their own pace.
Right. Right.
So,
And I feel like for some people, when you start dating somebody, or when you forget dating, when you get in a relationship with somebody, you have an end goal.
right.
Whether it's marriage, whether we just gonna thug out life together, whatever it is, and that needs to be communicated. Like when you get ready to be in a relationship with somebody, you need to let them know, I plan to be married one day. Because the person you with, marriage may not be a goal of theirs. And if you never say nothing, they think, assuming we're on the same page, versus you getting 5-6 years down the line and you like, why you ain't proposed to me? And they like, I ain't married.
Right.
Marriage ain't for me. Now that's when you wasting your time.
Yeah.
When you don't communicate what you want, when you're not setting those boundaries, those standards, your expectations, you just going with the flow. You're wasting your time, but you can't play victim to that because you was okay with going with the flow.
Right.
Nobody, and that's what I said before y'all got here. Nobody did you wrong,
Right.
Because it wasn't established how to do you right.
Right. So I think ultimately and it could be a stretch. I could be wrong when I say everybody. Don't technically mean everybody, but I feel like everybody wants to grow old with someone. Whether you're married, whether y'all not married.
Whether you're just in the same house.
I don't care how much of a pimping player you've been your whole life. It's no way you can't convince me at 65, 70, 75, you don't want an old lady there, whether she's your wife or not. I don't care if you've been playing your 20s, 30s, 40s, you out here getting it. Nobody wants to be old and alone.
No, that's a fact.
I think that's you know what I'm saying?
Right.
However that is.
What you think, Scoot? You quiet over there. We missed
Yeah,
you last week.
because I got a different opinion, man. I think that if he want to marry you, he gonna marry you.
Period.
If he don't, you ain't gonna never get. You just ain't that person for him. You know, at the end of the day, because we already know when we see you and when we get with you, we already know if we want to marry you or not. For real, to be honest with you.
You don't think that? I've heard of people that say they don't want to get married. Like, do you not think there are people that just don't want to get married?
Yeah, that too. But when you kind of like with a person or whatever, that's gonna change your mind eventually because you gonna see everybody else doing it. Sometimes I think people follow the trend. Sometimes I think people are in love. You feel me? But me personally, I think that person knows in a 6-month period, like this is what I could be doing.
Okay.
Like
6
she's
months.
wifey potential.
I could agree with you in the 6 months. He started talking about he know off top. I was like, I don't know off top I'm gonna marry her. No, I don't. I didn't even know we was gonna get here.
Yeah, for sure.
We
But
met in
6
the club.
months, because 6 months is not that long. So that
Right.
still means
But that's
that
still-
within
yeah.
6 months, you guys feel like y'all know.
And it's all about what you go through. And another thing, like if you want to get married, know that person's not that person every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Know that person is going to change. Know that person will, you will get mad and you will have to endure that. Because essentially you're signing up for a business. Like you can say boyfriend, girlfriend, that don't matter. But when you sign up for a marriage, you're signing a contract to build with that
To be
person.
obligated to
Yeah.
that person.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, I definitely agree with those points. I just think for me, with marriage, it's a timing and placement. You know, it's like you said, it's depending on what you're going through. Definitely what that person is going through with you. You know what I'm saying? I think our journey allows us more to be able to be ready to take that ride together.
Right.
Like I had a situation before, and it wasn't a titled situation, but it was kind of, when I think about it, kind of simple. But she did one thing, and I was like, you know what? Just that sacrifice she made, I was like, yep. I was
She's
ready
wifey
to.
material.
I would have went to the next. I would have made the next steps to go to that next level, just for that sacrifice and for, you know what I mean, being able to show me, okay, you was willing to do that. To me, it was big at that point in time where I was at in my life.
Was you just not ready? Why I didn't get there?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, because I wanted to ask him that. What happened?
Yeah, like,
Like you sucked us into
You
the
was ready to make
story,
that whole
and we like,
sacrifice.
yo,
What?
what's going on?
like you about to jump the broom.
Yeah.
She wasn't mine.
She was somebody else's.
Oh, talk about
She
it.
wasn't-
Y'all
she
had
wasn't
one of
mine.
them
Talk
kind of
about it.
situations.
Same girl.
That's a sticky.
Same
Yeah.
girl.
But she wasn't with nobody else. It was, but you know,
Huh?
technically,
I don't understand
You know,
that.
Me either.
she
Yeah,
didn't
you
have a
gotta
title
explain that.
relationship. But you know how it goes.
So you was
When
a
still
team
locked
member?
and loaded.
You was a team member?
Nah. I won't say I
You
was a
started
team
at
member.
5?
I mean, I think
Yep.
she was in the.
That's
I
what
mean,
it
it
sound
definitely would have
like,
been a part of the
Starting.
team, but I was definitely heading up the starting plays. But at the same
he was
time,
captain of the team.
But at the same time, I ain't had a heart. You know what I'm saying? Not all the way. So that was that. But, yeah.
So do you think that as a man that you got scared like to take that commitment?
Oh no, she definitely ran me off.
Or
the-
is that
like,
just a
you talking about for
individual?
for afterwards?
No, I mean like at that point you was like, yeah, I do it, but then again you
Oh
had
no, it wasn't me. It was no that situation wasn't me. If I would have taken those next steps, but it ended before we could get there.
Sound like she wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it-
she
it
didn't
could
even
go
know.
that way too.
I never told her.
Right. You
So
never
she
told
didn't
her.
It
even-
wasn't communicated.
Yeah. So maybe if I would
So
have communicated, you know what I'm saying? So yeah.
That's
But
why I
I'm
feel
so
like
natural for
communication
me.
is
That communication might be just me finding out from your best friend the size of your ring, and just taking you to dinner, and it's your whole family and everybody in there, and you didn't even know. So
I
you
ain't
might not
gonna
even
lie,
had a chance
bro.
to know that this is where I'm ready to go, because my next level could be that. That's how it would be for me.
I ain't
So
gonna
you
lie,
just
bro.
so you never said anything, and you just
Yeah.
felt like she wasn't ready. Like you just felt
That's
like,
what I was about to ask.
I can't give all the stories.
Yeah.
oh yeah, because we missing a lot.
Yeah,
here.
'cause
It
we like, yo,
Y'all
we want to hear this. Like,
It's-
would make sense. Like
It's a lot of pieces to it. It's just
okay,
So,
it was not my
Either
fault.
way, you
It wasn't
knew.
her fault. It was bad timing, right people.
that can happen too. It can
Bad
be.
time,
I
right
do
people.
believe in that. The wrong timing,
For
you
sure.
know,
Yeah.
For sure.
that's
for sure.
possible.
okay. So before we jump into some more of this conversation,
Since y'all got me in the hot seat earlier.
we are going
He's
to
sweating,
dip
too.
in a little bit of this media stuff. Okay.
Did we take a shot with the people yet?
No, we have not.
What's wrong with
All the people won't hear.
Right.
Okay.
I think
Not
that was
not
a-
to throw
I
you
think that
under the
was a late
bus.
check. We are going to be on time, y'all. We will
But
not let life hold
shot
us up no
o'clock-
more.
shot
We've
o'clock
been trying, yo.
But you see the blue shirt, so you know where I'm coming from.
to a great episode and great
Hey,
conversation.
That's it.
Conversation.
When we late, we on time.
Hey, y'all make sure y'all
Shout out to all the followers.
Friday.
The comments that's being made that we haven't had a chance yet. Shout out to Darius Styles. She been tuning in with us. My boy Keith, DJ T Wild. Leroy, he up in here. Who we
What
got?
up?
I don't want to mess up your name.
Delorsha,
Okay,
yes,
I was going to say
ma'am.
Miss Lachelle because I didn't want to mess up the beginning.
Okay,
Yeah, you forgot Erica.
and Travis.
Where
Okay.
I don't see
And
him
yes,
there.
one of the things I did announce that Scooty's here. He gonna give y'all a little bit more details on the first Friday. But I did announce before y'all got here, starting for anybody that just came on the live, starting next Tuesday. You can watch Cocktails and Conversations live at the Ugly Monkey.
Wait, is
They will
that a
be
level up
having-
for other cocktails and
They will
conversations?
be having
Definitely.
a watch party every Tuesday. Next Tuesday, I will be coming by after the show.
Okay.
So just,
So if
come
you want to
watch
go
the
out
vibes,
and have a
and
cocktail
come
while you
turn up
listen
with
to
me.
our conversation with
Right.
some other people, pull up at where we
Pull
at.
up.
Ugly
Oh,
Monkey.
man.
Oh, come on now, y'all know
Ugly
that.
Monkey
The
You talking about,
downtown.
yeah, so they trying to use us to bring Tuesdays back. Ugly Monkey used to be the
You
spot.
know, you remember that, boy.
But,
Sweat box.
That little
Oh,
kid.
like
That's
I
her spot.
stated, Lady Ty, she will be behind the bar.
Shout out
And
to
DJ
Pink.
Dale Maddox will be bringing the
That's
vibe.
my first video
So
chick,
definitely
too.
thank
I love
y'all.
Pink.
Thank y'all.
Oh, that's worth the
thank
shot right
y'all
there, y'all.
so
Salute.
much. Definitely thank y'all so
Come on
much.
now. Next thing y'all know, we gonna be on the OWN network.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then,
Come on now.
Yes, we get there. I just want lunch with Oprah.
Shout out to Steve.
No, check my Steve
boy.
had to start paying me then. We ain't
Who
gonna-
did? You gonna have to pay that
I
check,
need the
my
Oprah name.
boy.
I'm gonna need a check.
Steve, they said when they start getting sitting down with Oprah, they shaking up. I
Yeah.
might have to get a new.
I might have to
cruise
send my
team.
people to see your people to talk about the numbers.
Exactly. Okay.
Don't talk
And
to me no
also, like I said, May 3rd, I will be doing the Green Road Park event earlier in the day for the family. But May 3rd, that night, Cocktails and Conversations will have their first Friday. Y'all heard me? I said first because it will be a continuous thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let the people know, Scooty.
Yeah, so what we doing, we having First Friday. It's going to be at the mall. Location will be dropped. It's going to be me and the team, and we're going to make a mother beep movie.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, when you
Period.
come
No
out
dump
there, we're
needed.
going to have motorcycles out there. We're going to have beautiful women that's in the building right now. They're going to bring a friend who brings a friend. Who's going to get with my friend, so then they can be friends. You dig?
Hey.
We're going to have a ball. Shout out to Ebo, man. You know,
Yes,
he believe in
definitely
us.
shout
so-
out to Ebo. Shout out to Ebo and his lovely wife. I love that power team. I definitely love that
Yes.
power team.
They will be
Definitely
bartending
goes.
too, and they pour up.
Yes, sir.
There definitely
yes,
goes.
Sir.
Catch
So,
your Uber, you guys.
Yeah.
You don't have
So-
to drive down.
So definitely, Cocktails and Conversations, we doing some things, y'all. So like I told y'all, just keep tuning in with us. We appreciate
Opportunity,
y'all.
man. Shout out to Chanel Monet.
Even though,
Yeah.
thank you,
Hey.
thank
Oh,
you.
let me give her flowers before she makes me forget about it.
Come on
So
now.
I pop up on her. She don't even know I'm about to come. She been posting a little flyer and everything. Like, I pop up in there, so she dropping it like it's hot, like that. Juvenile.
Hey.
The house is with the mouse.
So you're working with the I say, yo, who that? I didn't know who she was. That thing was like, brrrr. I'm like, what in the world? went up to her, I said, "What's up, sister?" Like, yeah, I'm here for you, whatever. And she did her thing, bro. So if you ever need a great hostess with the mostest, please book her.
Yeah.
Like, please, before the prices be too high.
Yeah.
Period.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Period.
Today's prices is not
Prices
tomorrow.
going to get
And
high.
it was the Masquerade at Aries Ball with Dreamville going on. I did not expect it to be like that, but we had a time.
I forgot about that.
We
We had a good
had a
time.
time. It was a
Y'all
nice
ain't even send me the
time.
reminder. Y'all know I be doing too much.
And it and shout out if they're watching my family. We left a baby shower and they came out with me. It was definitely a
She
turn
got somebody
up.
look just like
We
her
had-
too. That
He's
is
talking
scary.
about twins.
Twin.
Nika. Oh yeah,
He's talking about Nika.
God.
Shout out to twin. If she
Shout out to
watching,
Twin.
she be
Shout out
watching
to
while
Lips.
she on the truck.
What's up, twin?
But that I introduced him to her. He gonna tell me. He said, "You know, she look just like you."
Nah, I just been looking like that my whole life.
Yeah.
Just my first cousin.
Right? I
What
said,
in the world?
I said
they look
that's
just
why we call
alike.
each other twins, and it's so crazy because we're first cousins. Her mama is the daughter that was born above my mama. My grandma got 6 girls. Her mama is my godmama.
Oh wow.
And go ahead and tell y'all my business. My name Anika. Her name Shanika.
Oh wow.
So and our parents dressed us like twins coming up. Like we always had the same hair. We'll have on an outfit. I have on one color. She have on another color.
Aw.
But we just grew
Say they
up
like twins,
twins.
but they ain't really twins.
Yeah. And we'll see people
Literally.
now being grown. Like we was coming out of Walmart in Greensboro by her house one day. They was like, "Y'all twins." We was like, "Mm-hmm." Just get right on walk. It's like I don't feel like breaking this down to you,
Right.
okay?
Nah, for sure.
But-
for sure.
But definitely, it was definitely a good time. Shout out to the effing podcast and Buddha.
Buddha.
They continuously showed me support and love, and we had a time. We had a time.
I came out of that thing sweating.
And I definitely did not expect to see him. So when I saw him, he had a little crew with him too. So I'm like, oh, Brandon brought some support.
Now let me tell you, see,
But
you know,
he tapped
in here,
me and I
in
was
here,
dropping
I be
it down.
underdressed in here. I be underdressed in here. She didn't know who I was looking like
I did
a
not.
meal.
A meal.
I did
What,
not.
Thanksgiving.
2 commas.
He was.
talking about
Let me tell you
Thanksgiving.
something.
Come
What
on.
they say.
I thought you
meal.
had $9.
No.
Meal like
Like, nah, you know something to put in your stomach, baby.
When I
You know what I'm
say
talking about?
he definitely, as the folks say, put that ish on.
Yeah.
Cause like he said, I was dropping it down and
Right.
he tapped me on the shoulder. So I look
Get
up
up.
and I'm like, oh, so I'm coming out. I'm like, oh, okay. So he was definitely out there, teeth blinging and everything. He was,
Oh, yeah.
he
Shout
was
out
out
to the
there.
boys'
He
school.
had them
It's a
put it
Movie
on.
when he in the building.
He
You know
had
how it
definitely
go.
put it on.
Before we get too far on the next question, though, I do want to shout out to J. Cole and the Dreamville Festival.
Hold on, we about to get on that.
Uh-oh.
Hold on one
Shout out
second.
to J.
Hold
Cole's.
up, hold up. Before we do go there.
Uh-oh.
I do want to shout out a couple of people that's been showing us love at the Bun Correctional Center. Okay, I look out for all my people, free the guys, and
Free
say
the
they
gang.
are free. Rampage, Pyrex, and Ferrari. If you are watching, hold your head,
Hold your head.
stay 10 toes down, stay prayerful, and free you until you free, my guys.
Free
So
safe.
they've been tuning in, and it's
Oh,
good
that's
to know
what's up.
that
That boy safe.
the people still tuning in with
what's
us.
up.
That's
okay?
what's up. I don't know who,
But
I don't know whose
before-
cell phone y'all using, but keep looking at us.
Before we get to J. Cole,
Ain't looking at us, bro.
somebody did ask why we don't be talking much about the media, but we did talk one episode about the media and they liked it. So, did you guys see the City Girls going back and forth yesterday?
What you mean?
With each other?
Yes.
Oh, nah.
JT?
JT and Young
JT
Miami.
and
Y'all
Young
already know who
Miami.
team I'm on.
I'm not even, I missed
No
that.
Diddy.
Okay, well, since we not all up on that, since you got an opinion on that?
Real quick, this is just something I want to say about them, period. I'm not surprised.
Oh, why you say period? Though?
Wait, is there a backstory before you give the point? Like,
Well,
what
I'm
happened?
just talking about the City Girl. Well, no, I'm just saying the fact that they're even falling out.
Can we
Okay.
break the story
Right.
down? So
Yeah.
we can know?
I can't do that.
I think it's just a fallout.
All I
Okay,
saw from
okay.
it was they were going back and forth. And then Carisha, Young Miami was like,
Oh, so
I guess
Carisha,
because
please.
they were saying that, you know how JT always jumped to Young Miami defense?
No Diddy.
When she was going... JT was just going back and forth with Glorilla.
Oh, you can't do that.
And,
yeah, Glow.
She said that Young Miami didn't step up for her. Young Miami said, you've been subbing me for the last couple of weeks talking about No Bars and her song, JT song Sideways. Because I guess they got their own individual projects coming out. They did talk about it last night. Apparently, they tweeted that they talked and they moving forward with love.
Oh, good.
My
I didn't
thing
catch that
is
part.
though,
So they hit
viewing
us
that
with
is
the Quavo and them.
Yeah, we gonna
my way of viewing that is the city girls are done. And the reason I say that is because they friends before they were artists. And for me, once it goes to the internet, ain't no coming back. Because y'all know how I am about the people I love. Like, I would really slap somebody behind you. And if we done show
You're
a
not
crack,
playing
if we done show a crack in our foundation, how can I expect them to respect you on the net? And I'm up here disrespecting you on the net. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really feel like we shouldn't show outside people. If we're that tight, we shouldn't show outside people a crack in our foundation.
That's a fact.
Like, people feel like me and sis are the perfect sisterhood.
Right.
We don't always
They don't
see
see
eye to
the
eye.
back
We
doors.
bump heads, like, you know
Nah,
what I'm
that's how it's
saying?
supposed to be.
And I'm a real little sister, so I work her nerves on some things sometimes.
Serious?
But she don't go
Say
to the
period.
internet and be like,
period.
Chanel, blah, 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 blah. Or I don't be
Gotta say
like,
period.
you know what I'm saying?
There you go.
Like, for me, just once it goes to the internet, the
Nah,
internet
yeah,
is
that's-
already something I don't know how to go against. I didn't come up on that. I'm still learning this thing.
Yeah.
So to fight with a friend on the internet where we're fighting against people in the streets, you won
right.
already. Take your friendship. Goodbye.
So let me say this. Sis, you know I'm a little more forgiving than you.
A lot
So
more.
I think that you can get past it. So when I read them going back and forth, nobody took crazy shots. It wasn't like I'm talking about your mama and your kids and F y'all. There was nothing that was that personal. Nobody told like a big secret or you was sleeping with so and so. It
No
depends
Diddy.
on
No
the
Diddy.
level. To me, it was a little petty back and forth. Girl, you hating. It was kind of like I was there for you. You ain't there for me. You was hating. Blah blah blah.
Could have been some PR.
That right there for me is like okay. You know what I mean?
But for females,
If they
I
get
think
back-
they took shots that it's gonna hold on to. Like when
Well, if the both of
JT
them
said
said we're
Carisha
good.
was jealous of her.
Yeah.
If they was to get back together and move forward,
No,
certain
yeah, that's in
decisions,
the back of your head.
she gonna be like, "Oh, she think I'm jealous of her." You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's like gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be like a competition
The
within
fact,
the
that
team.
the fact that they came back and said we're gonna move forward, whether that was real or fake, who cares? It's not a we don't. That's
Not
not
debating that.
has nothing to do with us. You know what I'm saying? But still, if you embarrass yourself on the air, I'm big on the same way you embarrass or whatever you come back. You know what I mean? Whether you apologize or whatever you do, they had their little pettiness on the air. They came back and said, "All right, we good. We gonna move forward."
If they not
So-
somewhere twerking together by this weekend, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Well, they haven't been twerking together for months.
So-
you know,
so it's been a
Young
problem then.
Miami's
But
hanging
Miami
out
be
with
with
Ari.
Diddy all the
You said
time.
pink cocaine.
Yeah. That's what she be
so
with.
so what I feel is though it's a great PR scheme.
That's what I say. It's like the
Mills
Quavo
just
and
said.
them.
It is a great PR scheme to
Bring some
sell
attention back to 'em.
Exactly, to sell albums.
And
You know
then
what I'm
we're
saying?
gonna do 2 split albums. We're gonna make up in a letter.
Exactly.
Come back.
So think about it. When they was just at the Breakfast Club, see, I'm an artist, so I look at stuff like this. When they was just at the Breakfast Club, they was talking about the same thing. What happened? They put an album out that week of. Mm-hmm. So I think, me personally, I don't think that it was ever a beef. I think their PR team got with them and was like, yo, tweet this. We're going to throw shots at this. Because Young Miami really is in the fire because
They
no
gotta get
Diddy.
that fire off her too.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
So,
oh yeah,
That's
JT
a
put that.
fact.
She said, even with you trying to get out your situation.
See what I'm
I
saying? So the thing is now they're reflecting whatever she got going on towards JT.
Okay, I can see that.
So I like to do the whole not even devil's advocate thing, just a different point of
just me.
view.
I'm a
Just a different point of view, right? Let's say it is
Can't
real.
take my role, bro.
No. Let's say it's real. I am a firm believer because I've been very emotional before on Facebook. I've definitely made posts that I regret it. Like, Lord, I shouldn't have said, you know what I mean? I done embarrassed myself, but it is what it is. We done seen Cardi B break down, cry, curse, have a fit, then she right back. People have real raw emotions. Everybody ain't Beyonce. Beyonce is like a woman of steel because the stuff that people have said, even down with Blue in her hair or something, I would have been clapping back online. I'm not mature enough.
But also, if you look at Beyonce,
Yeah.
Beyonce is not an internet person.
Yeah,
When
she's never on the
Beyonce
internet.
posts,
Right.
I don't think that's Beyonce.
No, it's
Beyonce
not.
maybe posts twice a month.
But my
She
point
got a
is,
team that's posting
right,
for her.
but she still knows what the world and social media.
I don't think they pay attention to that. I
Not
really
at her
don't.
level.
I say,
I don't
not
think
at her
her
level.
and Jay-Z really
You gotta
pay
realize,
attention
like,
to that.
I have social
It's
media,
levels to
and
it.
I'm not in
It
tune with a lot. Like
Me
that
either.
stuff, I don't be paying attention. So a lot of
Now-
stuff, I don't care
Okay,
about
so-
my
To
phone.
jump back
so-
on
So
sis
maybe
side though,
not
I'm with
then.
her on that though too,
So
because
what-
I have been petty on the internet. Like
People,
you
so
know,
okay,
but
so
I
we bring
get
it back
but
down.
I can't
So
do that no more.
maybe Beyonce wasn't a good example, right? I just use her because of the way people talk about her. I'm just saying, like, I am a reactor,
Yeah.
right? And that's something that's like a growth, maturity thing for me. Let me try to think about this before I do. People have outbursts. People, celebrities and stuff, they just got money. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Right, they
There's
still
nothing
people.
different
They
about
still
them,
people.
So it could be a stunt, or they could have really had a petty moment, as a lot of people do. We see it all the time.
Right.
So-
and then if JT dates the person that she was beefing with, Glorilla cousin, Uzi.
And
So she may have just really been hurt. Like, you supposed to be my girl. Because people was up there talking about Glorilla supposedly slapped her at a show and all this
Yeah.
stuff.
And that was
JT?
real.
Yeah.
It's not a PR thing.
yeah, that was real.
But she said,
That was
no,
real.
JT said she never ever slapped her. And if she thought about it, she didn't know it.
Oh, that ain't what
Yeah,
Glorilla's
that's-
saying.
That's how it went back
So
and
we
yeah,
don't
forth.
know. So we don't know then.
So,
Yeah.
Right. So we don't know, like you said, when
Ain't
you
nobody
when
get no
you
video
said
of
that,
that, huh?
it really made me look at it in another way because she may have been hurt and just lashing out.
They
know?
regular just like us with money.
Okay, so
I understand.
the
that.
other
I get
media
that.
thing I
get
wanted to
it.
touch on, Mills already kind of brought it. Shout out to J. Cole
Jay,
and the
biggest-
Dreamville Fest. I know. Let me tell you something.
Thank you, J.
I
Cole.
have seen y'all going off on Facebook. Say what you want to. J. Cole is not from Raleigh. He did not have to do this
That's
in
a
Raleigh.
fact.
He
They
could do
had
this
to be
in
there.
Fayetteville, Charlotte. He could do it in LA, whatever. The fact that he does it in Raleigh. I have a homeboy that stay in Heritage Park. I was there this weekend. The people that I saw on the side of the road selling food, drinks, the Uber drivers, the people that
It's a
somebody
culture.
came up to my car that I don't Uber or Lyft. I don't have a sign or nothing. I was at the corner store getting Rellos. They told me they'd give me $20 to take them to the corner. Well, to take them to the entrance. And I did because I was going to the light anyway. To turn to my homeboy house. I didn't take them all the way to the
$1.50 out
park. But they gave me 20. I told them it's going to be to the light. They said, cool. I took them to the light.
That walk
For sure.
was real.
You know what I'm saying? But the money that my city made this
Over
weekend.
142
150.
million. It's 100. I had.
$150 million
Oh, you seen
generated.
150? I seen 140.
Yo,
42.
Yeah, I think the
not
number's
and
going
for small
That's great,
businesses,
bro.
for people that don't even got a business and just got a hustle.
Yeah.
It was great
Well, can
for
we get
our
tickets
city.
next year? Can we get tickets, J. Cole? We work for the radio station, but like, come on, put us on.
Yeah,
I
like,
do want to go
We
next
gotta
year.
drink.
I ain't
Well,
gonna lie, I got a free backstage band. I don't even.
Yeah,
I was in the right place at the right time.
well, you know
was.
what? The media.
that was a
was
blessing.
all
the
your
media.
always you though, bro.
They did send me
It's always you.
information.
Crazy.
Y'all, they did send me information for media before Scooty started talking about this man. I did get the information for media, but it was a week before the festival. My name was on the package. I did not have time to see like what if, and I had a baby shower. I had a family event to go to. Y'all know how I am about my family.
Well, you need to
versus-
start sending us that.
So
Chanel Monet as an entity. We could anybody could be Chanel Monet.
right. So I didn't have enough time to
Nah, that's
submit
dope.
cocktails and conversations.
I'm-
You get what I'm
we'll be
saying?
back
So-
next year.
I'm gonna pull back on
Yeah,
the
no,
So
we going
definitely.
next year.
I'm pull back.
But what I did
Yeah,
want to
Steve, hook
talk
us up with
about
some
was
mics.
how do you guys feel
About the festival?
about J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar?
That's what grown men.
For dissing
grown
him.
men in a grown space gonna do grown things. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's where he is. And if you are mad at a guy that has publicly just said in front of the 100,000 that was there that night and online that he knew was going viral the next day, that God has put him in a place that he don't want to let no man sink him back to. If you can't agree with that, go to hell.
Oh, okay.
I totally agree with that, but I do have another side. There is another side of me. I was disappointed in the beginning. It was very weird, right? You look at the history of rap beefs and, them going back and forth, Meek and, Drake, even Jay-Z and Nas back in the day. Like, when I tell you they went crazy, like, disrespectful, whatever, say whatever they had to say, Tupac and Biggie is different. They had a whole different kind of street thing. So again, it was not that deep on that level.
Right.
To me, like I love a good battle or a good back and forth.
And y'all
So
gotta realize
I felt
that-
like in rap, it's kind of like who apologizes? You know what I mean? This is definitely like kind of a first ever. I don't think any.
It's a spark.
I look
I don't
at it
think
like
any
this.
other person
it
has
was
ever-
a big brother and a little brother. Little brother swung. Big bro hit back and then realized, I'm not finna fight you. You my little brother. Like
Gotcha.
it was no beef. Kendrick came out of nowhere after with that. He was saying we're the big three. He was J. Cole was putting them together.
And
You
you
come out of-
said, no, it's the big me. Ain't
Like-
no
Okay,
big three.
You know what I'm
So-
saying? So it wasn't no beef. He just didn't like what he said.
I want to give y'all two sides because the first part, when I first started, I was like, that's big of him. Because if you look at J. Cole as artist, J. Cole is one of those artists that he wants to be known as a like a lyrical artist. You know, he's positive, he's motivated, uplifted through his music. And like J. Cole has never, in the 7 years that Jay-Z done had him, we just now getting the J. Cole that we getting. You get what I'm saying? Like, but he's never done hip hop the generic way. So as a man, I could see him. He's not a confrontational person. He never comes off like one. I said I could see him apologizing. But shout out to Clock. Y'all know Crimey watch us every week. She made a point that I just want us to think about. Apologizing is never a bad thing. It's just the timing. Carolina hip hop heads was banking on this not for actual real beef, but a friendly rap competition.
That's it.
Yeah.
Carolina's still fighting for its place in hip hop. And for once, it's finally showing Carolina really have some heavy hitters and we can stand on our own. Everyone comes here to make money, but no one truly respects us on a hip hop level.
Period.
Kendrick can afford to take a L because he doesn't have a whole state depending on him. Because historically, his city, state have big name artists that they can depend on if Kendrick falls short. Who North Carolina got?
Scooty.
The Carolinas, especially NC, depends on Cole to rep Carolina
Had to get it
and to
together.
stand on business. In my opinion, I think some just disappointed and really wanted NC to show that we can go to war the best with the best of them.
That was that person should be
Yeah.
a PR.
Shout
but
out to
that
Clark.
that
Yeah.
was a great answer.
my
But
big sister.
for
Because
most
when
of them,
people
they
say
just
beef-
petty as hell,
Yeah.
and they wanted to see some beef and have something to look like.
But
we
see,
can't
all-
say that on
but,
radio?
but a rap competition and beef. When
But
people
most
say
people
beef,
don't know rap. You know
people
what I'm saying?
but people took beef and started talking about Tupac and
Yeah.
Biggie. You can end up
Like,
dead
come
and all
on,
that.
man.
It wasn't going to be
It
that
wasn't gonna
deep,
be that at all.
No.
which is why it
They
is
would have did the verses
disappointing.
before they had a Tupac and Biggie.
But it does make it a little disappointing
Yeah.
that he can't, because that joint was a banger.
Yes.
And then he turned right back around and apologized. I wasn't at Dreamville, but I heard that was when he came on stage. That was the first song he performed. So he literally came out with a diss track. Was you there? Did you hear it?
I did.
That was
yeah.
he came out with a diss track.
And
Right.
you know what's crazy? The
So you
diss track
come
didn't
out
even get
giving it.
He came out and his mic was messed up for the first 30 seconds. We didn't even get
So
to
you
him
didn't even
rapping.
get all of that.
Nope. That's
So
the
you
crazy
come
part.
out with the dish just to turn around. You know, I don't know. I just have mixed feelings about it. Like, I get the grown man. People made it real deep. It's a spiritual level. It didn't sit right with him. He had to do what he had to do. Okay.
From out of his mouth. That's what he said.
But
I mean,
it's just, you know.
And to go a little bit on the neck on the I don't want to play devil's advocate like Sister Sis said, but like what she said,
That's
who
cool.
who did Carolina got? I
Y'all keep
still
running these questions
I
like this,
love
you know.
and I will always stand behind the baby.
yeah.
I feel like he finally got North Carolina a sound
Right.
that people like. We
He
got
not
a
from
little
here.
the baby.
You're not from here.
He moved to Charlotte when he was 8. Something like that. But it's all right.
Let me tell you
He
something.
wasn't born here.
He won't born here, but
from
that,
here.
that's
It's a
what
long
I hate
time.
about these. Like people
J.
come
Cole
from New
ain't from
York,
here either.
and they be like, "I'm from New York. You ain't been to New York since
J.
'88."
Cole ain't from here. J. Cole from like Germany, right?
Right. That's what I'm saying. He wasn't like he don't got no
Yeah.
birth certificate in North Carolina.
Once
But
you been here.
but what I like about the
been
baby
here.
is
Yeah.
they tried to cancel the baby,
Yeah.
and
Nah,
whether
he
we
wasn't
wanted
born in
to
Rex,
acknowledge
Wake
it
Man.
or not, he was almost canceled. And the baby kept putting out stuff.
Nah,
putting
Baby
out
was
stuff.
canceled.
Yes.
Baby was canceled for 2 years.
He was going
fact.
until you just could not deny him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, but what I like about the baby was he stood on business. I'm gonna still be me regardless.
Yeah.
So again, like when it comes to rap,
But the baby killed somebody in Walmart. We talking about two different people. This J. Cole and the baby. He shot a man in Walmart.
Shot a man in his backyard too. With a assault
The
rifle.
baby don't care anyway.
He's gonna shoot you.
but I mean, I'm so.
But
as
J.
far
Cole
as,
said he
like,
had peace.
entertainment-wise.
J. Cole said he had peace for 10 years, y'all. That's a
Alright.
that's a hell of a time to be in. And had no one disturb it, and he didn't feel that disturbance until he heard Kendrick's diss.
Right.
So
this
that's
is
what he like,
killing me,
man. I just
though.
let this dude get me out. I
Out
just
of
had a
character.
listen.
No,
I was
no.
literally just at Food Line cleaning my windows, doing my good job. The dude was parked in the door. I cleaned every window, waited for him to move his car. I went inside, asked him to move his car. He said he coming. Took a little long. I went back in. We got an attitude. We went through all of this. I'm doing my. Never mind. I'm about to cuss. I got mad again. But it took me back. That was my point.
Right.
It fired me up to a place I haven't been in a long time. For y'all who know me, know where I can get to. And so it took me at least 35 minutes to come back down after he gone. So I can understand from J. Cole's point, if for someone to take me there, now I'm shivering, my words ain't the same. I want to do some real harm to you. And now you got control over me that you shouldn't have.
Right.
You acting out of
So
character.
it just and of course it wasn't a deep rap beef like nobody would have got killed for him to probably succeed this early, but that's what he needed for him. That's why I said we just gotta agree with it.
Okay.
I understand the disappointment for some people.
But
too.
for the rap,
some of the
for
rap
the-
heads, I get the disappointment as well.
But if it could have turned into a versus and been something, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
like more friendly like and it been like, then I think that would have been good. He
Because
was
we
something.
have
Don't respond
hip-hop.
at all.
Right. That's what
Don't
I say.
respond.
From the beginning?
If you ain't shooting,
shouldn't
shooting them
respond.
guns, don't respond.
I agree.
If you're a bigger person
Yeah.
and you're this and the guys and your spirit and all those people
for
and
real.
entities is in you, then you should have never responded anyway.
But you can't say
you
that.
felt like a coward. I'm
many-
sorry.
I'm sure
sorry,
people
that's the
was
wrong
hyping
word.
them, too. They
I'm
said
not
people
saying
was hyping
coward
them.
because I don't know that man.
But you gotta
I
look
like
at
J.
in
Cole.
the
People was
culture
hyping
we
them
have.
up,
what I'm
too.
saying
we
is-
have battle leagues. Like this is what the culture
so
does.
if you on every song, talking about how you are the best,
And he does.
and this man say forget the big three, that's all he said. Really, that's all he said.
That's all.
So
Right.
what?
It wasn't really
what
nothing
was
to
the
respond
answer
to.
for that? You didn't have to do a 7-minute
He
song.
made a whole
and I
song.
don't. I like the song.
I ain't even
You
hear
know
the
what I'm
whole
saying? I ain't
song.
gonna cap. I like the song.
I do
I'm
too.
not dissing J. Cole, but what I'm saying is, bro, if you put it out there, bro, shoot your guns, bro.
That's
That's
how
true.
I feel.
That's just how I feel about it.
Right.
I
Like,
get that too.
don't throw your guns out
what
there.
you
and-
what you
stuck with
cannot
it.
do.
But you know why?
is-
That's because that's that street mentality. See, you talking about guns. You could have said
No,
pencils.
okay, well let's put it on the more
Ah, yeah,
calmer
yeah.
level.
But you know he
That's
ain't
just
literally.
like
No.
Yeah.
that's just like where
I gotta
people
upset
tell
a
you
little
on
bit.
sight.
That's a street
Yes,
mentality.
on-
When you say that,
on
what that means?
sight.
And I
Hands
see you
up.
before you see me and get you.
Yeah.
Now I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm out here acting out of character. Or I'm ratchet and ghetto. But you told me on sight. My
Right.
GPS just got me to the location a little bit quicker than yours.
Right.
So how am I wrong?
Nah,
So
but
I
shout
get
out to
it.
J. Cole
I
though,
get
man,
it.
for real though.
Right.
I mean,
Shout out to
I think it was honorable what he was trying to do. I think he did it like Clark said. I think he did it at the wrong time.
Yeah,
On
not
a
during-
serious
not during our
note,
festival. We ain't wanna hear that.
we don't want to hear that, bro. We
Yeah.
from North Carolina.
We could have took that on the
So,
podcast.
Like,
Yeah.
like I posted something the other day, and I had a lot of people upset. Like, you know, like a lot of people don't know. I never failed a grade. I went to college. I completed a lot of tasks. A lot of people don't know that about me. They think like I'm just dumb hood guy, right? So I accept that. You know, I play dumb. You know, whatever. I play your food to be the man, whatever, however you want it. So I posted something the other day, and I said North Carolina is the real East Coast, which is my opinion. Why I said that? Because we're in the middle of everything. We have Florida, we have New York, we have a highway to take you to everywhere you want to go, from Chicago to LA. So, in my opinion, not what the history books say, we are the real East Coast. Why do California get to have a whole coast?
Well, I mean, they the West though.
Exactly.
He
So
ju- he just
that's what I'm saying. Why?
He's saying somebody was
But if you look at the
offended by it.
map, I mean, if you ever go, you been to California?
Yeah, no, I haven't been to California. I've been to Vegas.
If you go through California and drive through it, you will see why they the West Coast, because it is literally the whole West Coast. When you get to the bottom
what I'm
of
saying.
California, you pretty much in Mexico. When you get to the top, you either in Oregon, Washington, or Canada.
That's what
like
I'm
they
saying.
really
California's
run
huge.
through the whole.
But-
Yes,
But what I'm
because I
saying
went
though,
to
you
see
get
when
what
I
I'm
went
saying?
to LA. We went somewhere. We went to matter of fact, what's his name? The battle rapper, T Top.
Mm-hmm.
When I went to LA, he was doing his release for his marijuana.
Mm-hmm.
We drove from LA to where he was. It was 5 hours, and we were still in California.
Mm-hmm.
And there was still now when my aunt who lives in Redlands, California, hit me and asked me where we were. It was another 2 hours to get to her, which means I would have had 7 hours to get back to the hotel.
So, but what I
And
was saying,
LA
though,
is in
Chanel,
the
before we get away
middle
from
of
what
the
I was
state.
saying, we are the culture. Whether people want to agree, I can go anywhere. I'd have been to Las Vegas. I'd have been to Louisiana. I'd have been to New York. I'd have been to Virginia. They always know I'm from North Carolina. I have that swagger. I'd have been in Harlem, the middle of Harlem. I'm from Raleigh. Understand what I'm saying? Because we have a mixture of everything. Hair. We have a mixture of hair. We have a mixture of cultures. Like all the slaves, they came to North Carolina.
Boy, get out of here.
And just made it.
That's when we move on to the next topic.
Here, man.
That boy said all the slaves just came.
Came
Oh,
here,
so
made
the
it.
Underground Railroad led them here.
It came here though.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Mason-Dixon line and all that, you guys, I know about that.
Sorry, viewers. Any false information by Scoot is owned by Scoot only. We do not condone it. Here at Cocktails
Not
Gone.
history class, don't he?
No, just messing with
And
you.
all I can do is laugh because y'all know I majored in history at college.
Yeah.
So anybody going to college with me probably looking at me right now like she wasting that degree up there. But okay, so
But you understand what I'm saying though. Only reason I say that because J. Cole, you supposed to rep for us, man. We the real East Coast. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
Period.
Well,
And
I
his
get
opinion
both
is stuff.
sides. I get
Yeah.
both sides.
as far as music wise though, I will not say we are the real East Coast. And music wise, I think that's why he shouldn't apologize. It's because, like you said, you look at us as we the East Coast, but when you start looking at music, you don't have a group like you got Miami,
Like you got New York.
or they be like the New York Squad,
Yeah.
or these rappers from Philly,
Yeah.
these the Detroit rappers. You don't have that in
Know
North
why?
Carolina.
Know why?
When you talk about North
Crab in
Carolina,
a bucket.
they talk about, when it comes to the rap game, they talk about the baby, and they
J.
talk
Cole.
about J. Cole.
Yeah.
Everybody else, look,
And
we
don't
have.
you forget Petey Pablo.
No, they do not.
Nah, they
Man, how y'all forget about TV
Let me tell
Scooty,
you
man?
something. Me and Sis went on a cruise together.
crazy.
And as every day, I felt like every day and every hour. Am I lying, Sis? I was telling people we do not be over here raising our shirt like a helicopter. Was I not?
Right.
Because they be like, where y'all from, North Carolina? It was like, oh, Petey Pablo. I'm like, no,
I
we
told
do
you,
not
they gon'
be raising our.
They
You
know
know
that
what I'm
one
saying?
You know,
They know
Knife
that one
Wonder from
song.
here. Knife Wonder from here too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Knife
saying?
Wonder from here, a
Frank
great
Lucas.
producer, but no disrespect to the producers. No disrespect to the producers. But in the entertainment industry, like the music industry, when you looking for a state, they don't be like, oh, that's the state the producer from. It's mostly the artist.
Yeah.
And for North Carolina, we are, whether we want to acknowledge or not, we are an R&B state. We got Sunshine Anderson, Anthony Hamilton, Fantasia. Now we're actually getting noticed in hip hop rap.
Yeah.
In a culture that has battle league,
Right.
that has rap beef. As soon as we actually come on top, because I heard the song too, and I felt like he went in his bag.
Right.
As soon as we come on top, we drop from hip hop to R&B.
Right.
We
And-
singing love songs and apologies.
And real talk, I can't imagine the pressure. That's like a very heavy pressure probably for J. Cole. It's a
No,
weight.
for sure.
You know what I mean? It's
For
a
sure.
weight. Like
I think personally, like he said, it took him away from his peace. So the man that
I think
he
so, too.
is, he can't handle it. But I feel like the
He already said this about his
statue.
last Dreamville.
I feel
did he
like
say that?
the statue
Say getting close to it.
and the person
That
that
man
he
make too much money
is,
out there.
he would have been the perfect person
Yeah, to do it.
to do it.
Yeah.
But can we say this too? Also, we live in a consumer state. We don't live in a state that makes waves. We live in a consumer state.
But
So
he
that's
would
why
have been the
these
one
people-
to change that.
He's changing it. He's changing it. He's changing it.
All right,
with
let's get to some
Dreamville.
juice.
So, I mean, and when I mean consumer state, you guys, I mean, we buy things here. When Walmart have sales, we go out there. When Christmas, Valentine's Day, we're there. Most states, not most states, but a lot of different states, they don't celebrate things the way we celebrate. Like, we really celebrate things.
And I think that's because if you look at it, we don't have things. Not to be funny, but before Dreamville, the biggest thing in North Carolina was the state fair,
Yeah.
And Scooty,
the movie.
no, y'all keep on
But seriously,
passing me.
the only
Said
event
the baby,
we had,
J. Cole, but y'all ain't say TV Scooty, the
the
movie.
only event we had where
Disrespectful.
people are traveling from out of town to be in a spot is
Yeah.
the state
But we
fair.
had the what is it?
Well, see,
We
I
ain't
don't
never
know.
have it here.
Yes, we did.
did have it here.
Oh yeah,
We
you
did.
from
I
Henderson.
mean,
It was
You
years
from
ago,
Henderson,
though.
yeah.
I'm about to say,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
how
About
long ago
that.
that's been?
Yeah, it's been a
Yes,
long
we
time.
is. But what I'm saying is that
Y'all won't even in college.
We should have kept that in
we
Charlotte.
play hockey.
Yeah, Charlotte been in it.
We got hockey.
We got what?
Hockey.
Yeah, but for the culture, who watches hockey? Congratulations, Scooty.
Yeah.
You are
They
one
be
of
chasing
20.
white puck.
It's
You-
a black one.
You,
Talking about a white puck.
Yeah, right.
No, he don't
Watch
watch it.
it. Lying already.
Clock on here. The Vigor said,
Clock!
preach.
What's up, Clark? My sister. That's my sister for real.
Yes,
Got
and
on
Clark,
here, though.
if
Clark
you,
is
if
my
you
real
just got
sister.
up here, we did read your statement, and thank
Yep,
you.
sure
You
did.
did.
She missed it.
You
Shout out to
definitely
Ray.
put into the conversation on that J. Cole situation.
What's up,
So,
Rico, Tisha?
thank
Fly
you.
high.
Yes, thank you for everybody tuning in. We did cover a little media like y'all have been asking.
Yeah.
But y'all know it's cocktails and
Talking about-
conversations.
Uh-oh.
We got to get into some of the juice, okay?
All
Time for the
Right.
juice. Take a shot for
I'm
you. Get
guessing
juice.
this question was for me and Sis,
Oh, Lord. For the ladies.
but I feel like the men need to be the one to answer.
You know we're gonna unisex the question.
Unisex.
90-day rule. Is it needed or childish at our big grown age?
I think that I'm not gonna call it childish, but I think that as a woman, for me, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Right.
I'm never gonna say, "Oh, has it been 90 days? Oh, I really like him. I'm feeling him. I'm attractive. Everything's right." But it's only been 65 days, so let me make him wait. You know what I mean? So to me, it just shouldn't. I don't know. I don't think that Steve Harvey came up with that and wanted in a movie or something.
Well, I just heard Ayana say it on a
Think like a man.
She agrees with the 90 days.
Yes. Okay. So look, I'm gonna be honest. Okay.
That's your new try. You doing a 90-day thing?
Vigor said childish.
I have been trying because y'all know me. If I want to hump, I'm a hump.
Right.
I don't care if it's mine, not. If I want to hump, I'm a hump.
Right.
But I have been, y'all know, I'm trying to tap into my soft girl era. I'm trying not to be the realest in the room no more.
Right.
So what I have learned though is with this dating thing, I ain't with 90 days, but as I've been like putting a time limit on stuff, they kind of drop off. For real. Like you'll
Oh no,
kind
if
of
you gonna put him on the 90 days and he don't feel like
you'll kind of see what their intentions are. You know what I'm saying? Like
because some won't drop off, they'll keep at it.
yeah,
so.
but if you wait 90 days to get this butt,
you deserve every beat of the butt you
every
get.
piece of it.
Because you didn't invest it,
You hear
boy.
me? Like, because what we
Well-
gonna do in those 90 days,
Yeah, it's gonna cost
you're right. So you deserve every piece you get.
Thank
But
you,
what
Thalia.
I,
What's different from day 1 to day 90?
Well, what I am learning that at my big grown age, y'all can judge me as y'all want, but I ain't got that much butt left to give away, okay?
It's crazy.
So what I don't want to do is to just keep being out here giving out butt.
keep adding to the body count.
Right. So what these
Just
what
adding
I have
on.
been, and I ain't saying I've been waiting 90 days, but the fact that I've been putting a limit on it or a time on stuff for me, they falling off.
I can
So
imagine.
I'm
that
not
being-
just giving out butt no more.
It sounds like a piece of notebook paper and you only got 3 lines left.
Okay.
I got 3 lines left. I might
pencil start
I got, and I can't use no eraser, so I don't gotta hold these 3 spaces.
I made a post on Facebook and I said it must have been so good because Mark put me in jail for 48 hours. But I put up there, I was like, please stop jumping in my inbox. I don't have no more butt. The last dude I had ate it all. Okay, I don't have no more.
Man,
I don't have no
okay,
more.
I ain't got no more to
Yeah, I
give.
don't have no more to give up. I don't
tagged
have no more.
out.
You should have caught me when I was in my whole days. Like I got kids now. I'm trying to be
Right.
respectable.
She said, "That's your mileage. That's no one's business, Chanel."
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
gonna be honest. I'm not
Yeah.
pulling off the lot with a 2024.
Nobody is.
I
Girl,
ain't pulling off with a 1999
everybody got
either,
mileage,
but I'm
baby.
just saying.
Everybody got
Exactly.
mileage now.
So, but at my big grown age,
Yeah.
it's like I have been in more situationships
Right.
than I've been in relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in more, I'm just giving up the butt than something serious.
Right.
And I'm just at an age now where I want different. So I
Was that
gotta
like
do
a-
There's
different.
nothing wrong with
Was
that.
that like a lesser than to greater than the way you was going there?
Yeah.
She was like, I gave up buddy. That's in the middle. I had situationships and relationships is at the very bottom. We got to get our kids better, y'all.
So it's like,
So,
you know.
so let me say this back to the 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 90 days and if you're seeing that person on a regular, like if y'all are doing a whole lot of active dating, I can see how 90 days, because to me, if I'm kicking it with you for 3 months straight, we feeling something.
Mm-hmm.
by then you kind of like, all right, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing about dating. It's like if I spent one day, you know, if it was really good, then I want to see you again. Then I want to see you again. You know what I mean? So I get how after 3 months, it's like, all right, maybe I'm more sure. You know what I'm saying? But again, I'm not gonna knock nobody if you know.
Also, if somebody really feeling you, they not gonna be sitting there like, oh, it's 90 days. She ain't gave me no butt. You know, I don't want to deal with. If they really feeling you,
If
the ones that really fall off be the ones that be
90
like,
days is
I'm trying to hit.
Have y'all ever did 90 days with somebody? I took 90 days.
What'd you say?
Ain't no, I need this answer.
Hold
Have
on,
y'all
she
ever-
answered it. You missed it. Hold on.
I want the people to hear her.
What?
Let me make sure the captions is on. Yeah. Okay.
What'd she say? Did y'all hear?
Have y'all ever had 90 days?
What'd you
between-
say?
Look, you got me thinking over here.
Yeah, I don't think you had to think if it happens, but you know.
She said it so fast.
No.
I don't think I have either.
I'm just saying 90 days is a long
A
time.
long time.
Especially if I'm around you.
And I'm
If you're around them all the time and you're attracted to them.
And look, and let me tell you something. Okay, I put a time limit on one person where I was like, I was so attracted to them. I was like, okay, I ain't gonna hit it on the first date.
I ain't gonna hit it on
But
the
the
first.
next date, I'm gonna smack, right?
What? Smackable.
We didn't even make it to the second date, okay? Give it up on the first date. And this is what he said. I was playing games.
That you was or him?
Me.
Oh.
I'm a tease and I'll be playing games.
You was just trying to wait one. He messed up. Yeah, I don't put no pressure into it. Like, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, and you know. But I'm not gonna wait no 90 days.
Charisma.
And I'm saying that even on the sense of us just going out dating, like. And I'm gonna say date. See, I think sometimes when you use the word dating, people think that as in I'm trying to be your boyfriend. Dating could be us just going out chilling and having fun together. We have outing. Let's use the word
outing, because I take my kids on dates.
Right. So, let's say me and you having outings and not, you know, we don't know that it's gonna be serious. In 90 days, we're up to about maybe 10 to 15 outings by now.
How many hours is that?
If you're going every week, like if y'all go somewhere every weekend.
Week. Ice cream dates, whatever, like, or outings, whatever they are. Like, I spent 10 to 15 different times investing into you, finding out about you, what you don't like. You done rubbed my leg a couple times. I know what makes your nipple hard.
You see what you just said? Putting all that in, I don't think somebody would do that.
You can't help that. We're at the movies together.
But I'm saying
it depends.
But I'm saying if my intentions was just to smack you, if my intentions was just to smack you and go about my business, I'm not investing all of that.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm not doing all of that.
Yeah.
After about 2-3 weeks, look, I done spent about $200 on her. She got to go.
Yeah.
All right,
you get what I'm saying? Now, if somebody
put that in my palm,
like you just said, you invested 10 to 15 dates in her. You're very interested in her. Okay. So whether she giving it up or not, now you done locked in with her mentally, emotionally, like y'all locked in.
That's true.
So when you do get the butt, you ain't even looking at it like you paid for it. Because she about to turn up. I can tell you, she gonna turn up.
Yeah. What's some feelings?
Well, I guess it's been a long time since, I don't know, I guess people don't like each other like that no more.
Yeah,
everybody
I mean,
everybody, because you gotta think
really
about it.
Everybody's just humping.
Yeah.
You really gotta be interested in someone to really, you know, because now I'm thinking about it like.
All that. Yeah.
And you, as a guy, I'm sure Scoop used to hear this long time ago when he was single. They be like, I ain't even mean to give you none yet. And you like, but did you really not mean to yet? Or is that just something y'all say?
Let's keep it all the way real, though. Bro, if I'm around you, I'm a very attractive person. If I'm around you, you're not attracted to me, then what are we doing?
And touching is my love language.
Exactly. So, what are we doing? I'm not going to be around you for 2 weeks.
We sitting at the house watching TV. Throw your leg on my leg and I'm going to rub on your jeans. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to have a skirt on.
Charisma Clock said to you, charisma, they may feel something.
No, that's Talia.
Oh, I'm sorry, Talia. A person can act until they get what they want.
Yeah.
Only stating facts. That's a big
real.
Clock has a question. That's where Clock name came at. Question. Why should you wait 90 days unless you're looking for a relationship?
Unless you're looking to wipe that person.
That's basically what we said. If you're looking for a relationship, if you're looking for a relationship, then you can be. I think a person you'll be a little more patient,
right?
You know,
and then also in that time for me, I am trying to learn him. I'm trying to because
But you can't learn nobody in 90 days.
Yes, you
not
can.
necessarily, but
Bro, no,
with
you
me, let me
cannot,
tell you
bro.
something.
I can fake it 90 days, bro.
Yeah, you can fake it for 90 days, but guess what?
What?
In my past, I've given up butt to people I don't even know their full name.
I mean, that,
If they was to put their hands on me, I can't even call the police to tell them
we
who did
gave
it.
up wood to girls that know our names.
Exactly.
I
You
mean,
did.
what's
But
the
what I'm
difference?
saying is, in my grown age, I'm not saying 90 days, you have to wait 90 days. But for me, tapping into my soft girl era, I am learning that I
If
have
you
to
around
put
him
some
for
kind of
90
boundaries
days
up.
and you don't feel no sexual chemistry, he's not for you.
I agree.
Period.
I agree.
Definitely.
Period.
90
I agree.
days.
Definitely.
I agree.
And I didn't want to
Yeah.
sound
But
like
guess
too
what? But
cocky to
just
say that, but I
because
don't think
No,
a girl
that's
could
a
be
good.
around me for 90 days
days
and
and
not
not
want to give
feel
me
that
that.
way.
Also, guess
Exactly.
what? Just like you said that, just because I've been beside him for 90 minutes and I'm interested does not mean I need to give up buddy.
Who said you was giving up butt?
But you're not listening.
I'm talking about
You're
2 weeks.
responding.
Is
You're not
it.
listening.
That's it. 2 weeks. That's all you get. That's all you get, shorty. 2 weeks and that's it.
14 days.
That's it, shorty. It's over for you.
Exactly. So
Night,
what
night.
I'm saying is,
I can't
you
wait to
wouldn't
sis get in
be-
on this live.
You would not be the
It took me
you
2
would
years
not
for
be
her.
the person for me. You would not be a person that I'm
I'm
dating.
just playing devil's advocate right now at this point.
So let me say this, right? Because again, we have to be open-minded
Mm-hmm.
to people that are in different walks of life,
That's
right?
it.
I'm not to get real. We ain't bringing it to church, but I know people from a spiritual standpoint, right? It's like, okay, whether they choose to be celibate, I'm not saying till marriage or whatever, but so for example, I do lots of hair, I got a couple women that are very into the church, all that kind of stuff, preach the whole nine, as clients. And for them, it's like what they teach younger people that are dating is it depends on what situation you put yourself into. For us to get it in,
Situation,
if I'm not at your house, like that's what they encourage, when they're trying to tell people to be celibate and stuff like that. If we're just dating, if we're going out for ice cream, if we at the movies, if we're doing things, you know what I'm saying? It's all in the situation that you put yourself into. As a woman, if you're not ready to give it up, I don't need to be at his house.
Right.
He don't need to be at my crib in the bed.
Right.
While we
I
going to
agree.
the hotel room. Let's be real. So it's just what
And
you
who
decide
told
that
you
you
that?
want to do.
Who told you that?
I'm saying a pastor. That's what she tells young kids that are dating. You know what I mean? If you're serious about, people have different walks of life. That's what I'm saying. We can't just focus on what we would do or not do. I'm just throwing out a different scenario that people do wait. You know what I'm saying?
Can I answer that
And
question
so,
too?
of course you can.
I'm
But
gonna let
I
you
mean, my
finish.
point is, as a woman, we do hold that power of when we want to give it up.
That's
I
a
mean, of
fact.
course, you guys can say, you know what I mean?
fact. That's a
So
fact.
it depends on what you allow yourself to get into. Ain't nobody dumb. If we end up at
And
the
we
crib,
hold the power of who else we sleep with till you give it to me.
Exactly.
and you do,
Exactly.
and that's 100%. She not gonna know that. That ain't
No,
her
no.
business. That's
Right.
not her business
Right.
at all.
That's not my meat.
Yeah. If you're giving it to somebody, me and you not smashing, you already got somebody cool. I'm glad she handling that because
Right.
I ain't ready to give it to you right now anyway.
That's
Right.
a fact.
Let's be real.
That's a fact.
So it's just what you put yourself into. I'm not gonna come to your crib or invite you in mine, or we ain't gonna go get a room. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not ready to sleep with you,
Right.
If we doing that.
We do have
That's
one.
gonna
gonna do
happen
it.
anywhere.
We
you
do have
go,
one
though.
comment in the chat said her friend did the 90 days and she said it made her appreciate knowing him better. So I wonder,
okay.
Lord, did you mean that
Lord.
he made her wait 90 days?
No.
That would almost sound like.
She said it made her appreciate knowing him better.
I ain't gonna say okay. So
No,
the
she's
longest
saying her friend did 90 days.
I didn't
That
do
would be the
90
girl.
days, but the longest I have done was 60 days. For
Was that
me,
like intentional? Like
Yeah.
you set the date? Oh, okay.
well, I said I wasn't going. It might have been a little over 60 days, but I said I'm not going.
Do nothing before this date here.
Right, right. So
With him or
Yeah.
just anybody?
Is that 60 days
Nobody, period.
from the phone number?
well, we was talking, trying to get to know each other. We was getting in a relationship. So I waited, and for me,
was a little
it worked
sad.
out for me because I can't speak for everybody. I can only speak for me and women like me. Like I always say, once you knock my head through the headboard, I lose my common sense. You know what I'm saying? So all my red flags start looking
This is
pink.
what happens.
All my red flags start looking pink.
And
Anytime you like something negative come up, I'm trying to flip it to the positive because I'm a chick that like my head knocked through the headboard.
Not through.
Like I'm just one of them like don't
How-
respect
how
me
you
in the
be
bed,
looking?
slut
Yeah.
me out.
How you
know
be?
what I'm
How you
saying?
be looking?
Look,
Depending on the,
You
be like
the
this?
pose.
look,
But
yeah.
but what it was in that particular situation, I probably respected him more than any guy I've slept with. And it was because I knew different things about him.
But where he at now?
I knew what triggered him. I knew what, yes.
Where's he at now?
When I finally did give it up, it wasn't pleasant.
Right, exactly. So how do you know?
Now you done waited
There you
60
go.
days.
You waited
done
60
invest-
days
Oh, see,
to a little
I was all
shrimpy
with the
shrimp,
love
shrimp,
story,
shrimp.
but you just wasted 2 months.
Your
You
wife
wasted.
I think your wife just said everything you was gonna say. The first day I met up with Scoop, he had fun, and we've been married for 11 years. Boom.
Hold on, what that mean? The
No,
first
I
day?
mean, no. So what happened was I met my wife, and I was kind of like corny a little bit because I was shy.
Okay.
You know, first time I ever been shy. So you know, and it took me like 2 years to really like to deal with her. You know what I'm saying? But after the DVD and Bammy running through the yard, yeah,
Okay.
we've been together ever since.
Okay.
I think that was the day he got some.
Yeah.
Y'all saw
Nah,
that?
for real. Bammy was in the front yard when she pulled up. It was like 3:00 in the morning. I was like, yeah, I got a movie to want to watch. Don't know the movie right now, but you know, I'm the
There was a
movie.
deer in your front yard?
Yeah, the deer was in the front
But
yard.
also, look
Yeah.
at it. She pulled up at 3 a.m.
Booty
She had
time
planned
out.
on giving up butt.
Yeah, she already had it in her head, but it took me 2 years though, like to really like.
Was that 2
even
years of y'all
appraise-
going out and stuff?
Yeah,
Or-
I done went out with her. I called her, you know, because it was a different scenario.
Yeah.
You know, she from the, you know, my wife is a thug, y'all. Believe it or not. You know, I be feeling soft around her. So, you know, it was different scenarios or whatever. I was calling her for like 2 years. She occurred me. I'm playing cards. Woo, woo, woo. You know, she had me chasing her though. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't like getting defeated. So she put me into a point where I was chasing, and then once I like really talked to her, we talked for like 8 to 10 hours on the phone one day. You know what I'm saying? Ever
That
since
was it
then,
after that.
yeah,
So the
Okay.
moral of the story is, ladies,
yeah,
if you want to.
Yeah.
he'll do it.
What that says is you were patient and chased her, and then, I mean that's
But she had other people. I had other people.
true.
I went and did that to everybody. She, like I said, it was something about her that made me feel that way.
Definitely.
In the beginning of the conversation, on what we had the conversation, I said that
In that first few moments.
in that first few moments,
Weeks
you
or
know,
whatever.
like, okay, well, she got something that I may want. You feel me?
Yeah.
But the rest of these chicks, look how, I mean, you know, I was looking for a project chick. I was looking for a college chick. I was looking for a chick who had something to offer, whether it was money, a place to live, a car to drive, or somewhere for me to put some stuff at.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just being
That's
honest.
a fact. I'm laughing
Yeah.
because I
Honest.
remember those days.
Yeah, you was with me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's 20 years of better right here, baby. You know what I'm saying? But that's so I can agree. I do play a lot of devil's advocate up here. I can agree. You know, I was a sucker for love right there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I'm a Pisces. So, you
Hey,
know.
look where it led you. So in your case, it was a good win.
It was a
Yeah.
good win, man. Shout out.
And that, you know,
Vega said, "What if you wait 90 days and it's trash?" That
well, she
is-
just answered it.
I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. My wife.
Oh,
got
yeah, you did say that.
She had some fire.
okay.
Like, I was like
sometimes
this.
it's worth the wait.
Hit the dump button. Hit the dump button.
You
No, I'm just
was-
joking.
Excuse me. Take me home. Take me home. And I was at home.
Sometimes
Take
the
me
wait is
home.
worth it.
And
Take me home.
Sometimes it
not.
ain't.
You was a
Right.
buzz.
No,
Because I had, like I said, I did wait one time and it turned out to be trash.
Yeah.
But I've given it up also, and the person turned out to be trash.
Right.
So
would
got
you rather
the-
have good or trash?
Boy, you about to
and
start a
good
whole
person?
nother. That's a whole nother topic right there. You about to
Neither.
get us.
So what? So you rather have the mind? So are you a mind person?
I have
or
to
you
be
a
by
body
myself.
Person?
If
Are
that's
you a
my
mind
options,
person or a body person?
I'm both.
Me too.
I need both.
But
I
what
can't
if you
choose.
can't get both?
I
'Cause
can't. I
Then
need
guess
both.
what? Guess
I'll be by
what?
myself.
That's what I was about to say. I'm single. I can't get both, so I'm single.
Yeah.
And it's sad to say, but that's why I'm trying to tap into my soft girl era, because I have noticed for me, I really feel like I've been so single for so long. I'm getting a dude mentality. And I say that meaning like
You
I
definitely-
smack somebody.
you're definitely a boy.
And as soon as they hit me up and I'm like, why you hitting me up? This ain't my day. Or that, you know, who else on
So-
the team
so-
that can pick up this? Like, you know, like I'm really becoming heartless because you didn't tap into my heart. You didn't tap into know me. You didn't.
But are
didn't
you
wanna-
looking for a standard that can't be held?
No.
Like
No.
really though, because I feel like me personally, I'm not putting this on all women. I'm not putting this on all dudes. But I feel like we set our standards so high, and we get with a person, we want to change that person.
I don't-
You was with that
I don't
person.
think that's a bad setting.
for
Good
me,
sex
one of
and
my
good
biggest-
No, but what I'm
One of my
saying is
biggest-
like,
Yeah,
okay.
that's just too-
But what I'm saying is like, okay.
It's not a
you
stretch.
get with
No.
you get with her, right? Boom.
So are you saying right now that your wife settled for a good person with bad sex?
Nah, this don't do me like that.
So you said
like
you
y'all
just
got
said
both.
you can't have both.
Don't do
We
me like
want
that.
both.
I wasn't
Like you got
mentally. I was still in the streets. So no, she didn't have both. She had good D.
No, she
and
still
then-
saw.
and
She
then
saw the
a
good
good-
man
Eventually,
that she knew he could
exactly.
be.
But I didn't know that.
So you had it.
I didn't know I was gonna live past 21 at one point in time. So
I think it's three against one on this one.
I get it, but
You gotta
but
have
what I'm
both.
saying is-
Situation a little
But what I'm
different, too,
saying
though.
is like, okay. What I'm saying is, we place our standards so high when we get with a person. Okay, you want this person to do this, you want this person to change or be somebody else. But when this was the person you got with,
That's not
Yeah,
fair.
I ain't
That's
gonna-
not
I ain't-
fair
I'm
to
not
even
gonna be
expect
with that
that
person, though.
I wouldn't
Right.
expect the person to be
Because
somebody
I already know
else.
if
But
I don't
that's
have
what's
great sex
going
with you,
on.
I'm going to cheat.
can't expect
You know what I'm
people
saying?
to-
Why would I even?
so
put
I
myself
wasn't
in
even
that position?
speaking about sex. I'm speaking about just like the whole
Well-
ordeal.
well,
You
for
know
You
what I'm
shouldn't
me-
get with nobody and try to change them. People, you got to
Not
accept
only
them for how they
you
are.
got to look at my situation. A lot of the situations I get in, they're not trying to date Neek. They're trying to date Chanel Monáe. And they are two completely different people.
I do like Laura's point though. Sexual acts can be taught, but a personality is hard to change. I'll take a good dude she could teach.
Right. I agree with that.
I can
As
see.
long as he still got to be working with something.
So you got to meet me halfway.
And then
Because-
then I can teach him what I like, and if he's willing to learn my body and stuff, then yeah, it could be great.
Right.
It could definitely turn great.
But I guess you're only gonna find that out if then you do the 60 days, because
Exactly.
then you're gonna know he's a good person. Then you got to worry about fixing the
Right.
good sex.
And based off of what you said, Clark, I think that goes directly
Yeah.
with it. People don't change. They just make some changes.
Exactly.
And I agree. But we change for who and what we want to
yeah, that's a
change
fact.
for.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
if you are just here to get some butt
Right.
and it done been 2-3 weeks and you ain't got no butt, you on
gonna
to the
fade
next
out.
butt.
Fade out.
Sometimes the butt makes you stay.
That's somebody that's faking.
No, it's
And you
not.
got a long
It's
and
not.
people
It's not.
somebody
It's
that
not.
can
It's
fake
not.
it.
It's
For,
No,
you
he's
can't
saying
fake it, but for so
what
long.
he's saying is once he do get it, they open up their eyes to be
Yeah,
like, you
it
know what? I
opens
think
up
I'm
their
gonna stick
eyes.
around.
Like, yeah.
I see what he's saying, but
But for them
You
to
come
stick
wipe me off.
around,
I'm like, girl, you. a
but
keeper.
for them to stick around, we're talking about 90 days.
yeah.
They did not fake it. You cannot fake it, but for so long. So for them to stick around for those 90 days and then be like, oh, I like something. Yeah, they like that. But it was something that they liked before then to stick around that long.
I think sex open up the mind. Me personally.
It don't for
It
me
can cloud
open
it
up the
too.
box.
It
Nah,
can
sex-
cloud
I
it too.
think it opens
It could
up the
open
mind.
it, but it'll open it up to them clouds. I agree with both of y'all.
Yeah,
Because-
because after you get done having sex, it's like you have a bond with that person. Well, I know, far as
Yeah.
me.
It's not necessarily a bond. When you are having sex, you are changing spirits.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are energies are releasing
Transferred.
energies to each other.
Well,
Yeah, I was
So-
gonna try to use some of the big words too, but I don't know all of them to use in this description. So we'll let somebody else who's sexually explicit and know all that stuff. But yeah, that happens though. You definitely transfer energies, vibes, and like I said, that openness makes you think. Oh wait, I wonder if I could love
thank
her.
you, Clark.
I
love
wonder, you know what I'm
sis.
saying? So, or even though y'all, I wonder if he is right for me. I might give him another chance because that sexual experience at that moment had both of y'all so
It could
high.
definitely
Y'all,
put you in
now
your
y'all
feelings.
talking to each other mid-sex like, baby, I'm so sorry. I won't do it no more.
I love
and,
you.
And next thing you know, you like, sex is over and you still in your emotions and you caught up in
Definitely.
it. So sex definitely plays a big part in it. So, yeah, I think we all just...
Which is based off of what y'all just said.
Can you
is
read that
exactly
comment?
why you need
Can
to.
you read that
I
comment?
can.
Yes.
But based off of what y'all said is
Yes.
exactly why you have to watch who you exchanging
And
energy
we
with.
get that, but
Yeah.
if you can't do 90 days, you can't do 90 days.
Agree. But you just said somebody doing 90 days is
No, I said 2 weeks.
you said
That was
that's
in my
impossible.
single days. 2 weeks. You had 2 weeks in my single days. That was
Yeah.
it.
Clark says sex does open up the mind. People don't understand sex is more than just physical. Yes.
Facts.
Yes,
And
it's
it
a
definitely
mental
is.
type
It's
of
60,
ordeal.
It's
40.
emotional.
60,
like
40.
when you are like we just said, you are transferring energies. That's why I say you gotta watch who you sleep with.
Yeah.
Because you could be the most happiest, humble person, sleep with the negative person, and you wake up feeling so heavy. Now everything bother you. You irritated.
Or you get that-
That's the exchange of energy.
Or she get that first guy that ever made her squirt. She thinks she in love.
Ooh, right? Can we say that?
Ain't nobody
Hey,
ever
dump
did
Can
that.
we can't say that, right?
Man, we can
can
talk
say
like
that,
one time.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't know. You said squirt. I was like, ooh.
Squirt.
Do water squirt out of bottle?
No, it's a definition.
I didn't
I'm
know
about to
that.
say
I'm
water
sorry.
squirt out of bottle. When you gonna cut out common words?
I didn't know.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, it definitely so for my answer for it is it needed or childish? It depends on the person.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
It depends on what your end goal is.
Yeah. What stage of life you in?
Right.
I concur.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got
Right.
another question though. So if the dude, if he is fast to the race, is that a no brainer? Like
That's a
is
deal
it?
breaker.
What do you mean fast?
Not
to
if
the
he can
race?
get back up. If he do it, if he
If
get
he
it and he
crank the
do it
engine
real
back
quick.
up?
Yeah, if he can crank it back up.
Okay.
If he gets it off
If he
real
comes
fast.
fast. If he comes fast.
Oh,
I don't know
he
why.
said-
Yeah,
I didn't know if we
come.
could say
I
that.
didn't know we could
Okay.
say that, bro. Like we
Yeah.
need a
Only
list or
thing we can't
something.
do is cousin
I
say the
know.
N word.
Oh, okay.
You know.
Like if he come quick, my thing is if he can get that thing back up. If we got a round 2, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now
Right.
if you just tapped out, it done been a few minutes and we
You went to
just,
sleep.
I'm gonna be disappointed.
But
And
maybe it's
it's
because
go-
you so beautiful, and when he's
And not
looking
only
in your
that,
eyes,
my
it's
thing
like,
Maybe
is-
round 2, but I need him to figure it out how to get it back, get it back
when
up
you
and
say
going.
that though, what are the
back,
stipulations behind that? Because it's gonna happen a time or two.
Oh no, it's
But
definitely.
if it's every single time,
Yeah,
then
like
yeah,
every
it's a
time.
problem.
That's ED.
It's a problem.
Yeah, it's just.
But it's gonna happen eventually.
Mm-hmm.
One of y'all, it's just because when you're having
No, I have with
intercourse,
y'all all the time. Hold on, let's
that-
go ahead and get that out of the way. Y'all.
but it's different with us because
Yeah, 'cause y'all
we
keep
can keep
going.
going.
Yeah.
We're energized better. We
I
can
want
keep
y'all to
going and
realize
going.
that to all our viewers.
Exactly, bro. Speak that, bro. I'm tired. I told my wife the other day, I was like, bro, I'm about to put you. I seen a challenge on Facebook or TikTok, and the dude was like, you can't hump like this. You want me to do this for a whole hour? Wondering why
That's
I'm
your fault, Stu.
sweating.
We saw the video where you said I might want to
You
have.
have right.
You ain't
I,
telling
mean,
how
I,
she
ain't be,
wanted.
I don't be capping. I be having some help though. That Rose is my friend. You hear me?
I know that's right.
He said from start to finish.
Well,
and
I
he said,
promise you that Rose is great.
So
Shout out
okay.
to- yeah.
So all right. So
Nah.
moving on to the next question.
"Get it."
What makes a woman masculine and what makes a man sassy?
Oh my Lord.
I hate when.
Yeah, what was it?
Let's see. Oh.
Shot.
Right.
No, I think we visited this one time,
Oh,
kinda. I don't think you. I don't know.
So
It's like-
sassy
Y'all
for
done stumped the
me.
people because y'all know we
sassy for
always got
me.
something to say.
Yeah.
Sassy for me, I don't like chatty
Did we
men.
say sassy? That was the word.
It
What
says,
makes a man
what
sassy?
makes a woman masculine?
And
What
what
makes a
Let's
man
say feminine, because I
feminine.
ain't never
Okay.
sassy. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
gonna change that to
Yeah,
feminine.
that's a
yeah.
little different.
I ain't
Well,
even hear that part.
Feminine just as bad as sassy. to
But
me,
no, you
but-
can have
Feminine is
feminine
worse,
ways.
but-
No. Sassy
what
is
makes
gay.
a man? We're gonna change it up. What makes a woman masculine? What makes a man
Get us counted.
feminine?
Because masculine is the
So when
opposite
I
of
answer, I'm
femininity.
gonna be
right?
telling
Right.
y'all what make
Yeah.
you sassy.
So for me, I think the biggest feminine trait for a man, I don't like chatty guys. I don't like guys that tell people's business.
Travis Taylor said, "Y'all got me stuck."
Yeah, I don't like guys that tell
Shout
people's
out to Kev.
business. I know
Okay,
guys
okay,
that
here
have
we go.
been
Now,
in
I was
drama,
wondering for the
like
feminine
talking
part
too
of men,
much.
but yep, I'm with you.
I don't like real chatty guys. You shouldn't
I
be
hate
pillow
a guy who
talking
talk
and
too much.
Yeah, you telling, and even telling on their homeboys. Like it's, I done seen
I
some
don't do
real
that. I don't do that.
feminine behavior. I've seen guys in the middle of women's drama.
My boy Fly called it F and E's. Tell that man get out his F and E's.
Yeah. So that's my biggest thing. Like a man should be able to shut their mouth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's been a whole lot of talking and chatting.
What about school? What about for the women? What you think? I think
What makes a woman masculine?
I would say a heavy cusser for me.
Yeah.
I don't mind cussing. I know everybody cuss, but man, she started getting out too many every.
So do we
sentence.
mean like
She can't be no
unattractive? Like
No, masculine like things.
So
that you
explain
do
it to
that,
me.
That more of that guys
Like
would do.
manly?
Like
Yeah,
it could
what
be
traits
spitting
are
out the
masculine?
window. Something that
Yeah,
simple,
bro.
but-
I hate the.
But bigger than that.
Yeah, I don't really like, bro. I don't really like the. I don't like to see women fight, bro. Like I hate a fighter. I hate a
Yeah.
woman. I hate a woman who likes to fight. Like that's my biggest turnoff. I hate the spitting joint. It's a few things that like I like to open the door. So if you jump out the car first, I'm gonna feel some type of way. You feel what I'm saying? Like if just different stuff like that.
Not
Nah,
being
I
a
don't
lady. Like,
yeah, I don't
just-
like that.
Yeah.
So we
I don't
got-
like no. And I don't like to feel disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a man at the end of the day. So hold me accountable
Hold
with
on,
that.
don't put that on me.
But you don't want her talking to you like she a man.
Yeah,
like talking
like,
down to you.
aggressive.
Don't
Like,
don't
too
man down
aggressive.
on you.
Yeah,
okay,
like,
okay,
too
okay,
aggressive.
Because
okay.
I'm never gonna disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I ain't never really got into it like with like women like that. I'll be like, yeah, you got it.
When
feel
you
me?
say that, you know
Like,
what makes me think of when a girl get to talking and she really feels some
she call you-
type of way, and she call you the N word.
Yeah, or bruh.
Or bruh.
What's
Oh,
up, bro? Like-
take off my hat. I'm about to show you my ball head. Girl, you was trying me.
He said, "I'm about to show you my ball."
Yeah,
was trying
that's
you
just
today.
too much. Or I like to do stuff. I like to pay bills. I like to do certain stuff. I like to open up, like I said, the spaghetti sauce and stuff like that. That will make me feel some type of way. Like
Bro,
I don't need
what's
that.
too masculine? You talking about your not likes. We talking about on the overall.
So
What could make a woman too masculine?
the trying to be the man of the house.
And someone, and I was gonna ask. I asked you first before I got the clock because she said for women paying all the bills. What she say? For women is paying all the bills by herself. That's almost
That's a fact.
a contradictory statement because what else she gonna do when she ain't got a man?
I agree with Laura. She said paying all the bills. Who gonna pay him then? That's being an adult.
That's being
Period.
an adult. You know what I'm saying? So paying
No,
the bills,
but I
we gotta
get
examine
what
out.
Clark's saying though. She's saying like
If
far
but
as,
if we're in the
like-
house with the guy,
exactly,
Then
and
I
you're not
understand that.
doing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you're at home playing the game and she's doing all like she's walking the dog, she's taking out the trash, she's doing everything that you're
Yeah.
supposed to be
Along
doing.
with her
bro.
wife
And that's
duties.
when we lose respect, and that's when I am gonna talk to you like you crazy, like you my son. Then I'm gonna
Yeah.
son you because I'm gonna feel like you're
And
my
to keep
son.
it a band with you though,
Not been there, done
before
that.
before I was a man or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was a
Yeah,
little
we got you,
boy
Clark, we got
and I
it.
was a player. So I didn't care about how you felt about taking out your own trash. Because at the end of the day, I'm only here for a season and not a reason. So I don't care what are you doing. You know what I'm saying? Like I might help you every once in a while. But when I became a man,
Right.
I understood like, okay, take out the trash.
even if I am just
Yes,
going to hit.
pay the bills. Oh yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I learned how to cater towards a woman, but it's the difference when you are a man and you're a womanizer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So look, we skipped over
So-
Thalia's comment. She said a man running around talking too much. That's what I
That's
said.
why I didn't
Okay.
go to it, 'cause it was
Yeah,
right
then
because
she
there.
said-
y'all was talking about women. I was gonna hold it off until we got to how are men feminine?
Oh, no,
And
we
then
doing
look,
both.
she said
Go
a
ahead.
woman that claims they don't need a man but always asking for cash app.
Jesus. Talk about that cash app
something.
request.
And to
'Cause
the
I don't know what the
men,
world.
Laura said to me, men being feminine is not being a leader, not taking the initiative. I agree with that
Oh,
as
that's
well.
another good one too.
But
Okay.
but some women don't want to be led. Let's
No,
keep
no,
it
no,
all
no,
the
no,
way
no, no.
up
I don't
there.
know no women that don't want to be led.
Yeah,
I don't know no
That's a
woman
whole
out
nother
here.
I have
topic.
seen it.
I don't know
I
no
have
woman that
seen
don't
it.
want to be properly
Nah.
led by the right man.
Okay,
I agree.
That's
I
the
didn't
difference.
word-
I'm gonna word it
That's
right.
the
We
talking about the
difference.
right
Okay.
man now. We talking
alright,
about-
that's the difference.
Now, she not
I
finna
ain't-
let no little boy
I ain't gonna
or
go
nobody
there.
that's
I ain't gonna go there.
have A and as ass in a bad word to say.
I'm not gonna go there.
She ain't
Can't
dump
say
it.
that.
Okay, well dump
Dump
it.
it.
then.
You said, I didn't hear it. My bad.
Sis, but you didn't get the
For
answer
me-
either. Yeah, we was talking about the men.
I'm gonna say, to me, I know they said what makes a man feminine, but I'm gonna say what make y'all sassy. You men that I see on Facebook complaining about women all the time. Never got nothing good to say about women all the time.
Negative all
and
the
then wonder why
time.
we think you want to be with a man.
That is
Exactly.
see, but that's sassy.
All the
That's
time.
sassy. I can agree
You
with
hear
that.
me?
Yes.
All you have, I go to your page and you praise nothing but your bros. All women wrong, women ain't right. You have nothing to say positive about women.
That's
You're
weird.
sassy.
Yeah.
You're sitting
woman
around. You're sitting around like
Gotta
I'm
be
with a
around
lot of
type
guys. Y'all know me. I hang mostly with guys than
for
females.
sure, for sure.
And one thing I don't see with guys is they not really sitting around. How can I say this? They are not sitting around like dissecting people's lives or, you know what I'm saying? Like most of the time when I've been talking about people with a man, it's straight pillow talk. And people be like, oh, a man shouldn't be pillow talking. People go through life. If you can't lay your hair down at night and let the world out to your significant other that you laying beside, get up,
Pillow talk.
go lay somewhere else. But
Right.
I'd rather
Watch
you
that, too.
pillow talk with your mate than get on the internet and tell these folks your weaknesses and your downfalls for them to be able to criticize you and knock you down.
A lot of
But-
these dudes is used to getting females in high school, and they can't transfer it into the real life now, because you're no longer in that school where you can just go see these girls every day.
Well, I don't even look at it like high school because y'all can judge me if I want, but a lot of the baddies when I was in high school
Not bad now.
is ugly and fat,
But-
and a lot of the men that was so attractive, somebody
but-
else should have
baby.
got them.
But what I'm saying is, I mean, not to change the point, but I was just trying to say what she was saying. So some people, they're not, their confidence is not where it needs to be. So they're gonna constantly talk about other people because it's like, I'm not this, I'm not this, I'm not that. But bro, you can't get her. Let it go.
Right.
Or you can't, like, if I hear somebody talking about her, or I hear somebody talking about you, like, bro, I'm not gonna, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Do you know that person?
Right.
Right.
See,
Right.
some people, this is what we need to start doing. And everybody keeps saying, stand on business, stand on business. Y'all ain't standing on business. If you talking about my folks, bro, I'm not going to allow that, period.
Right.
I don't care about how you feeling. None of that. I'm going to shut it down because I don't want to hear it because I'm going to respond the wrong way to you. But you can go ahead.
And y'all know
You can go ahead.
That's real.
that's me.
right.
I'm gonna stand on business about my people. Whether I want to hear it or not, you got to talk about somebody else.
Yeah, you
Shout-
can't
You
talk
got to
about
talk
folks,
to
man.
somebody else about my people because
Shout out to-
I know my people be wrong, but in front of you, they always right.
Yeah,
Period.
fast.
Shout out to Travis Taylor. Said y'all got something good going on over
Hey.
that Cocktails and Conversation.
Thank
Shout
you,
out to Travis.
Trav
Thank
also said
y'all.
most grown men don't got time for the BS.
Facts.
Period.
So that's why I
And
said
I'll make that
to
a
me,
unisex statement as well. Most
Yeah.
grown people don't have
That's
time.
why, that's
for
why
that.
I say for me, it's very sassy when I see men on the internet just downing women.
yeah.
Because
It's weird.
Now, don't no disrespect, and it may be the men I've been around. I see a lot of men. If they downing women, it's how they treating them. Meaning like they got a team or something like that, but they're not. I'm around gentlemen, whether it's gentlemen to get the booty, gentlemen to be your husband, gentlemen to be your man. I'm around gentlemen.
Gentlemen
Yeah.
to get the booty.
For
Yeah,
real,
man.
I'm around gentlemen. They're respecting females, even if they hitting it and quitting it. They're not sitting around on the internet or sitting around when we playing cards just bashing women.
Yeah.
The most bashing I
Very
hear
weird.
is when a lot of my
That's
homeboys is telling me, Chanel, you ain't no real. It's time. You need to pick. You want to be a trap star or you want to be a female? You want to be like, for real, seriously. That's the most bashing I really hear from men that I'm around.
I ain't gonna lie. Now I done been around a group of guys, bro. Like, and I done separated, like, you know, like, and it'd be crazy because they'll talk about a person's life, and I'll be like, bro, you not real right. You still living with your folks, like, and you 30. You not real right yourself. How can you talk about the next man's situation when your eggs ain't in all the way fried?
Well,
They
not
ain't
even
cooked.
not
You know
even
what I'm talking
not
about?
even a man situation. What I see more lately is men downing more women than they do their homeboys. Like you will
They
hang
secretly hate their homeboys.
you will
Trust
hang
me.
with a dude that
Trust
don't take
me.
care of his kids, but you'll get on Facebook and talk about deadbeat mamas.
Right.
But what about your boy that's been
Who
at the
ain't
club
seen
with
his
you
son?
each week?
That's a fact.
Ain't see, he
Why
went out
not-
to
why
see the
not hold him
eclipse.
accountable?
Be around that.
He went
Hold him-
outside to see
right.
the eclipse yesterday, but when I ain't went outside to see his son in 3 years.
Okay.
But you won't tell him about that. But you made sure you told him to get some glasses
Yeah.
to look at the sun.
That's fact.
And that's the
gotta hold
crazy
your friends
part about
accountable.
it. Exactly. I can't be around you. Like when me and Mills talk on the phone, I don't care if I'm right or wrong. I can tell him about any problem. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. He's gonna tell me if I'm wrong, you know. But he's gonna say it in a way where I can understand it. He's not gonna be like, bro, da 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 da. He's gonna be like, bro, you wrong, bro. I'm gonna tell him the same thing. Even when me and y'all on the phone, we always tell each other like, bro, you wrong, you wrong. That's just,
Right.
that's just what it is.
And me and sis, like, I've been in situations to where, like, for example, I'm not gonna go into details, y'all. I went to Florida one time, down there, showed my tail, had to come back early. I went straight to sis. Because on the flight, I would feel, you know how you just feeling some type of way. I didn't go to her for validation. I didn't go to her for validation. I didn't go to her to condone nothing I was doing. I went because I knew that she was somebody that whether I was right or wrong, she'll tell me quick. Sis,
Right.
you wrong.
Right.
I still love you, but you wrong. Or even like, y'all know who I am. Sometimes she be like, sis, that mouth. It don't mean she look at me any different.
Right.
She's not disrespecting me. She's not critiquing me. She's not saying I'm less than her or I'm less than a person. She's just telling me like, sis, the results that you want, you got to fix your mouth. It's facts.
So once again, what you said earlier, everything leads back up to what you said earlier. You have to hold yourself accountable for any situation that you put yourself in.
Yes.
Period.
Let me
As-
tell
as
you
my
something.
sister
And
would
I
say, period.
and I think it's because of our history, and I'm about to go a little deep that's gonna make y'all mad. Y'all viewers. I think y'all gonna get me. I think it may be because of our history as black people, our history as a culture. It's so easy to play victim. You get what I'm saying?
I agree.
hate to take it so far back, but we've always been enslaved.
Don't get us
We've
kicked off
always
the
been
radio.
oppressed. Like seriously, we've always been the culture that's been attacked. If you look at history, so it's easy for us as
Still
a
waiting on your
people,
40 acres.
right? And the mule. I'm on an
Well,
Altima, not a
You
mule.
got a mule already.
Okay.
But it's easy for us to be like, you know, oh, this offended me or oh, this hurt me. But that's why I was saying at the beginning, nobody can treat you wrong if there was no guideline to treat you right. You get what I'm saying? So
You better hush your mouth.
like with me, I feel like the men that come around me, they know they gotta respect me. Because I'm around my baby daddy who respects me. I'm around my brothers who respect me like I'm a blood sister. Now, behind closed doors, don't get me wrong. He tell me about myself. I don't want to hear it, but he's not telling me about myself in front of a crowd.
Right.
He's not telling me about myself to get clout or points or to make me look bad.
Well,
So I'm around people that holds me accountable. But as I'm getting older, I have to be accountable for some things myself.
preach, sister.
I can't wait for somebody to pull them out and play victim because somebody didn't tell me.
Well,
You get what I'm saying? I'll be 39 this year.
Ain't no playbook to it.
So
You
if
just
I
gotta go.
didn't communicate to you my boundaries, I didn't communicate to you what would hurt me and violate me when you do it, how can I make you out such a monster?
Right.
you
How
related
can
to
I
Martin Luther
how
King.
can I make you so bad and
you
get
got
on
a good
Facebook and say,
speech.
"Oh, he hurt me. He did me so bad." How? I wasn't even your man. I didn't even know we was friends. We hung twice a week. We never checked on each other.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I don't even know your real name. I'm still calling you Chanel Monet.
Well, that's just crazy.
Like seriously.
It
It
happens.
definitely could happen.
It happens.
I've been there, done that.
But that's why I said, like, when that time I went through my celibate stage, it was more for me than anybody else. Because I had to check and say, girl, why you keep getting the same result?
And how long did that last?
I did, y'all.
I wanted to ask, bro. But I didn't want to do it.
I gotta
I'm
spice
so
it up.
boy.
You know I got to
oh
spice
my
it up.
God,
I've
boy.
made it.
Okay,
I've
so
made it 6
honestly-
months.
6
6
months.
months.
So honestly,
Without-
I did
without
3 months.
nothing?
Yeah.
I'm about to say now. That was a part
Nothing.
B. I'm gonna let her answer first.
Honestly, I did 3 months.
3 months.
I did
Now-
90 days. It wasn't 90 days of holding sex from somebody or something. I did 90 days of dating myself.
Right. I remember
For
that.
me-
And I wasn't with nobody either.
I went
For the
90
6
days, and when I say
Was
you
there
can
no
ask
self
sis and
satisfaction
them.
in that?
No, I'm gonna always do that. I ain't gonna see it say that. I'm
So
a
y'all
Gemini.
have celibate.
I'm a Gemini. I got to
mean,
release
Y'all ain't
some kind
celibate.
of
Y'all
stress.
sell a piece. Y'all
Right.
sell a
But
piece.
Sell a
well, for me,
piece.
let's not just say
Just won't
celibate.
with
For
nobody
me,
else.
I wanted to date myself because I wanted to see why I kept getting some of the same results. Why I kept finding myself in some of the same situationships. And for me, I found out a lot of stuff I loved about myself. But I found out a lot of stuff I didn't like about myself.
So let's
When you
name one
honestly
thing that
date
you loved about
yourself-
yourself.
One thing I do love about myself is my heart.
What about your smile? It's beautiful.
Well, thank you. But what I like about myself is I am one of those people where I feel like I can always try to find the good in people, make things positive. I don't like to be down. So even if the atmosphere turns
not a curse,
bad,
though?
even if I start twerking to bring everybody up, I can't just, I'm just a giving person. I'm a person that I prefer everybody to smile because one day we all gonna be frowning.
One day you gonna be in a box to
I
where you
don't do
can't
that,
lift your
Chanel. We
lips or
don't
not.
do that.
I'm just
Every time
seriously.
you say something
So
like
while
that.
we here, I just try to maximize my time.
ain't
But
talking about that shit.
what I
I'm
was
talking
saying
about
was
somebody
during that celibate stage, I
Nah, I
had
get
to
it.
do that for me because I was one of those people playing victim.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, oh, he only using me for butt. Well, girl, you only knew him for 10 minutes before you gave him some butt.
Right.
What else was he supposed to have? He don't know your mind. He didn't even know I was a parent. He don't know your triggers. He don't know
So is
what.
that a little niffle-ish, you think?
I know what?
Niffle-ish?
No, that's not
No,
what you want.
it's grown.
I mean,
You can
know,
say, let me tell you something. Well, for me, I don't believe
just
in
asking.
the phrase nympho.
I'm just asking.
It's different for everybody.
I'm just
But at our
asking.
big grown age, if you want to hump. Yes, I do say do it safely. Don't be humping on everybody.
How many times you
Wrap
humping
it
a
up and keep your
Back
my
in the
chart
day,
clean.
how many was you humping a week?
Well,
Not
see,
people,
I always
I'm
been.
talking about
I was about to
just-
say I've
We're
been
not
always
talking
been
about
one of those
people.
people where I don't sleep with a lot of people.
No, I'm not saying that.
I
I'm
find
talking
me
about
one
just-
person and I
yeah.
sleep with it as much as I want to.
So you thinking like 13 times a week?
If I can get what's that 7 days? If I can get it twice a day, heck yeah,
She said, "What's that? 7 days?"
yeah,
Okay.
morning and night.
That's 14.
And you rested one day Sunday. I ain't even
Yeah.
trying to rest on that day, but that's because I ain't getting it like that. So when I want to hump, I want to hump, and I'm gonna hump.
Okay.
So let me address a couple of things because you said a lot. I'm gonna rewind it back to the celibate theme because we were
Trying to
sharing
keep
our
y'all in
experiences,
retraction so I can
right?
start giving y'all buzzes.
So for me,
Yeah, you
my
need to do that.
6-month stint where I was celibate, I was getting over a marriage. So coming from something that serious, you know what I mean? I ain't want nobody. I ain't want nobody touching on me. I just needed some time, you know what I mean? It was like a healing, you know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
say, I
Like
can't
a
give you
cleansing.
I can't give you celibacy credit on healing time.
What do you mean?
You can't get celibacy credit on healing time.
I mean,
you was healing for 6 months, so that's a little different. But
Well, I mean, and that's all. The healing thing's a whole other thing. You know what I mean? Some people, I'm not the type of person. I've never been the type of person. No judgment. Some people get under somebody else to get over somebody.
I
else.
can't
That's not
stand
how I
those.
operate. I will
God, I
literally
can't
just
stand
not.
those.
I'll just give me some time. I don't even want nobody touching me right now. You know what I mean? So that's what I went through. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to express that because when it comes to being celibate, everybody has their own reasons if they do, you know what I mean, for how long or whatever. But that 6 months for me was very much needed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Well, for me, like I said, with 3 months for me, I wasn't healing or nothing. But I just wanted answers. How do
So
why
just
do
to
I
correct
keep
those
coming
ladies,
around
y'all,
this block?
because I don't want y'all out there thinking y'all celibate just because y'all
healing.
stop having sex with men for 3 months, 6 months. You have to have no sexual satisfaction to be fully celibate. Okay, guys?
Who made that rule?
No, that's what celibacy is. If you look it up.
So you
Okay,
saying,
well-
you saying
So
no
you know that for
self-pleasure.
sure.
Yeah.
You're
I
saying
talked to a
no-
lady who did it. She's been doing it for 2 years.
So have you been
Well,
celibate?
let
I've never been
self-pleasure.
Well,
celibate.
let me change this. I was not celibate. I was dating myself. then.
Yeah.
You said that though.
Yeah,
So you're
I'm
saying
gonna
that.
put them fingers
self-satisfaction.
away.
You
There's-
said
there's
that,
no
though. You said you was dating
sexual
somebody.
Yeah,
satisfaction
okay.
Yeah.
for celibacy.
Okay, so then that's not the right word then. So,
So-
just as far as being with somebody else.
I won't have
Have
sex
you
with
ever
nobody.
cut? See, I have cut all my women off.
And if
though,
I'm
at one
wrong,
point in time.
people in the comments, y'all correct me. Y'all
And
correct
did you just
me.
not have sex? Why you cut them off?
I mean, yeah, because I was trying to find other women, so I cut.
Wait, you
I-
having sex with others?
That don't really count though.
like it's like okay, I got tired of the team that I had, so it's like okay.
so how long did you go?
That was like a month.
Okay.
no.
All right. Well, you made.
If you're
30 days.
redrafting, that does not mean you're
But you
celibate.
understand what I'm saying, though. You
No,
got
I
that
don't.
team. Okay,
You said
got
I
the
cut my team off to find another
because,
team.
Bro, listen, bro. I had a team full of.
That means you won't celibate. You just
I had
fired your team.
I had a team full of.
Right.
And
You
I was
won't
like,
celibate.
okay.
Okay,
I
that's
was
it.
like-
That's the word abstinence. You're mixing up celibacy and abstinence.
Abstinence. Yeah.
So you guys were
You got
abstinent
it.
for some time.
There you go, Laura.
Yeah,
Abstinence.
that's it.
Yeah.
It don't matter. We grown.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
And I do want to
But you're right,
address,
Mills.
since you said you don't believe in nymphos, I do.
I do.
The reason why I say that is because there's documentaries, everything. There is a such thing as people being sex addicts. There's people addicted to porn that literally wake up from sundown. It's like there's a real addiction. People that can't function with their life because they're watching porn all day. You know what I mean? So, you know, I do believe
Oh,
it's a real
wow.
thing. Yeah, you ain't never heard of that?
What's the
No.
name was on Oprah for it?
Girl,
What's,
it's-
what's the dude from
that's what I'm
Gospel?
saying. It's so many
JP,
documentaries and stuff, like-
Kirk
No,
Franklin.
Kurt Franklin was up there because he was
He got
obsessed
caught.
with porn.
Yeah, he got.
That's what I
That's what I'm
said.
saying.
Porn.
But
So it's
He got
he
still
wasn't
ties
necessarily a
in.
nympho.
That's a time.
I'm
That
not
was a
saying
time.
that's
That's
nympho, but
Because his wife was up there saying that the problem with she had an issue with him watching the porn like that because he won't delivering like that.
Oh,
He won't humping as much as he was watching
It
porn.
wasn't the person he wanted to hump.
people can be, can
Well, I
definitely
guess we
be-
gotta go look up what nympho
You can be
mean.
addicted to anything.
Somebody look
though.
up what nympho mean for me in the chats and tell it to us,
And
please.
I'm not,
Anything can be an
and it may
addiction.
be,
I think
and
so.
it may be,
I
and
think-
nympho. I'm not saying
for real,
nympho's
I
not
get that.
real.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just saying that at our age, we big grown people.
Right.
And I said at the beginning, if I want to hump, I'm gonna hump.
Yeah.
All right, so do you
So
feel like
I
you're
don't feel
addicted
like
to
it's
sex?
a certain amount of I can only hump 5
Are
times
you
this
addicted
week,
to
or I'm a
sex?
nympho.
Are you addicted to sex?
No, but I'm addicted to pleasure.
That was. I don't know how to come back from that. I'm shut
No,
up.
I'm not addicted to sex, but I am addicted to pleasure
What about you?
because pleasure makes me feel good.
I'm not gonna say that I'm addicted. Like, oh my god, I gotta have it. If I don't have, you know what I mean. But am I horny all the time? Yes.
Yeah.
And for women, especially, at our age,
I
you know
think
what I'm
yeah,
saying.
that happens for y'all.
It's a certain like. Do I
And
want
the
to?
reason I say
I
no,
wish I
I'm
did
not
get it all the
addicted to
time, but-
sex is because I am one of those people that my wrist work good. When I feel that heat
What
in
do
my
you
body,
mean by your wrist
I'm about
works
to tell
good?
you when my
Self-pleasure.
I'm gonna say,
when
now you
my
supposed to pay
heat,
Like
attention to
this?
the context.
yep,
clues.
when my heat when I feel that heat and my box get to jumping, I can satisfy myself with my 2 fingers. I can play with myself and get myself off and be okay. I don't necessarily
Can we
have
say that already?
to have sex.
Okay.
I don't necessarily have to have intercourse with another person.
Dang, Travis, that's deep. My boy said I'm addicted to my wife. I'm
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
get there.
Yes.
As
Boy,
you
I'm
should
trying to get there,
be.
boy.
Yeah, I feel him.
As you
I
should
feel
be.
him. I'm about to go home.
But you can be addicted to anything.
Yeah, you can though. You
Gambling.
can.
Well, I haven't- I haven't-
anything
I
anything
haven't
that's
been addicted to
obsessive.
one
Anything
woman,
that
so
you're
that's a one for
doing
me.
too much. Yeah.
Bro, but I don't think like sex is so taboo these days, bro.
What you mean?
To who?
So it's just like
It's so
Right.
easy
Give
and
me
it's
a
everywhere.
definition.
yeah, so it's
so easy and
it's just
everywhere.
No,
more or less like
hold on. I have to disagree with that.
What?
Sex is everywhere, but good sex ain't.
But what I mean by taboo is like, bro, your girl or your guy, if they watch porn, they're not gonna always want you. Like you know, like so you have to keep that going. You have to be that doctor sometimes. Paging Dr. Donovan.
We got to get into that one next
I've
week. That's
heard
about to
that
get deep.
men, especially, it's not good for y'all to watch porn all the time. For that, would y'all agree? I don't know.
I
But
definitely
I
agree.
don't know if y'all. That's
I
not something
definitely
you watch
agree.
all the
That's
time.
not- No.
That's what I heard. It's
I
not
ain't even.
good.
I'm not
to-
even whacking the lawn all the time.
Bro,
Yeah,
'cause
it's
it
not
gets
good for y'all to do
boring,
that.
And I like porn that looks like real life. Like I can't just have a porn like,
one-
I can't do that. It's
For
gotta
one,
be like,
it's good.
know what I mean?
I get me out the way faster than you can, so the porn is still. We ain't even got past the credit yet. They just introducing the
And
people.
what they say when you done, it's like, let me turn this filthy stuff off. You know?
yeah,
Can't
Once
believe I
you
was
get
looking
yours,
at
you
this.
ready? Yeah, I cut off
wash my
immediately.
hands.
Right.
And for me,
You don't even like it no more.
This about to sound crazy, but
Like-
I can't really watch porn with my mate because I study porn for my books. So I'm always critiquing porn. Like when I'm watching
one of
porn,
those?
I
Oh
am.
my
I am.
God.
I'm like, oh, she don't even know what to do with that. Like it was a video
It's
going
not
around today
real.
with a girl giving head to a dude that had a lot of wood. And people was like, oh, mood. And I'm looking at it like,
She ain't even doing that.
you playing with that? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm one of those that I'm not looking at porn to get off because I'm always researching porn for my books. I'm always like,
Facts.
I'm critiquing porn, like because I'm trying to critique it in a way that I can put it into
I
a
hate
story
fake porn, bro.
for my book.
I got something I don't want to get missed before we leave. Laura said, I recently found out about PGAD, which is persistent genital arousal disorder, where you are in a constant state of arousal and it can be heightened by anxiety or stress.
Wow.
I need to get
So
checked.
Laura,
Yeah, me too, cause that's
So Laura, when you said you found out about it, what is the cure? Do people go to doctors for this?
I don't even know if there is a cure for that.
right.
I mean, what is there to because
But
when
they
she
do have sex therapists though.
well when she says arousal, isn't there a thing like okay, I heard of a dude popping a pill, and he had an erection. Like they tell you, if you have an erection more than 4 hours, you need to go to the. It's not y'all can't be hard all the time for hours and hours and hours. That's not normal.
So I'm gonna say like this.
So
and,
is that
and I
what
don't
this is? Like, are you aroused and you just can't it won't go
persistent-
down?
I don't think. I think it means like you get hard a lot, which I like. I don't wear. I'm not good at wearing slacks. Slacks do something to me, like the softness of that.
Texture, yeah.
It's just, and I would be, so I would always, when I used to go to church when I was young, I'm like, dang, I'm rock hard, solid going. I gotta wait to get up to get my offering because it's a situation
So
right
you do
now.
better with jeans or?
So I don't.
I mean, I'm just curious.
I would guess so. It don't happen with jeans.
Curious, I guess.
But when I'm getting ready to put on slacks or something, I know that okay, that's that feeling for me that is going. It don't take probably a rub, then it's going to the next level. So,
Okay.
But for
it
me,
could be some of that.
For me, it's different because I guess I'm a dreamer. So like I can like instantly like I can get, and it'd be weird because I'd be like, oh shit.
Don't.
But that's when your mind, you saying your mind will be connected to
Yeah.
something.
Oh, shoot.
Like if you think of freaky thought, then
Or
That's
I
normal.
can
And
see
you
like
supposed
I
to.
can see like big, like I can see like something.
It's different for
voluptuous
men
and-
though.
and-
It's a lot
and-
different for men. I
and
think.
it'll automatic, or I can get touched a certain way. You can breeze past me and it'll be like it's weird. I don't know.
Yeah, but there's also that time when you're supposed to,
that
and
don't
then
sound
it's
like
like,
this disorder though.
yeah, that don't sound like a disorder. That sounds like it's supposed to work when it's
What
supposed
she
to work.
talking about is something different.
No, I mean, but it happened. I don't know. I don't want to.
I don't know. I gotta look into
A
that because
constant state.
Right.
Constant is like
I think
yeah.
persistent would be.
I feel like I'll be there
I think
sometimes.
it'd have been CGAD.
I do.
You don't
persistent,
have
I think, it just
you don't
means it
have,
happens
you
a
can't
lot.
have an erection, can you?
okay.
Help us out,
I
Lauren.
ain't gonna
Oh,
necessarily
okay.
say
Some
I have
people
a-
need medication.
for it. Some people just deal with it. I think I may suffer from PGAD. I may suffer from PGAD. No cap. Because I was
we don't
wondering.
want-
It's gotta really be bad to go to the doctor though. Like, look, I can't control myself. I'm just horny all the time, or I'm
gotta be
horny
something.
though.
I can't stop coming all
Is
day.
it
Like,
horny. They say horny because of the fact that that's
I mean,
what
aroused.
aroused horny.
well, she said you're aroused all the time.
yeah,
like,
that's horny. You
But why? Hey, but can y'all answer this question? Why do when women get older, their bots get younger?
oh shoot.
That's
I don't know. I'm
genetics.
trying to
Hey, you
figure
gotta
that out.
ask
It's
God.
always been like that.
I'm
You
trying to
gotta
figure that
ask
out
God.
because as I get closer,
You've been
Usually-
wanting to hump, bro, early. Then like my
Usually
pops
it's
really like,
reversed.
well, you better get all you can get right now.
Usually
And I'm
it's
like,
reversed. You guys
Yeah.
actually start to slow down after a certain time, and we ready to pick. That's why a lot of women, and it's
the
a whole,
younger
But
guys.
that's
cougars.
and that's a whole nother topic
But
we're gonna
that
have to
comes
talk
from
about
all
next
that.
week.
That comes from
And
that
that's why
subtle
the
sex
older
that y'all
guys
I
built.
get
do want to
younger
talk
girls?
about that.
That
'cause
comes from that subtle sex that y'all took from 0 to 50, 0 to 40.
it's women in their 40s now dealing with
Okay,
20-year-olds.
18, my bad. I
We're
said
going to
0.
talk about that. That's a whole good topic.
We
for next week.
definitely gonna talk about it because
We gonna
based
talk
off
about
of
it.
what
We
he
talking
said
about all
that
sex next week.
arousal
Yeah.
thing, is because like I be
Y'all better tune
39
in.
this year. And I be joking with my friends and they be like, "Oh, you ain't really got there till you 40 and like 40 or new." But
It is,
the
child.
way
Ooh,
my
Jesus.
like now,
Nah, y'all pop
I
that
am
40.
I am glad that I don't have a penis
Because you be out
because
here
I
going.
feel like it would be like this all the time.
And you be everywhere. Yeah.
like
Me
yes,
too.
the wind can blow sometime, and I'm like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
I'm for real, like
off my neck.
seriously, like.
Yeah.
The female anatomy
drive
is
is
crazy,
crazy.
though. Like y'all bodies like are so soft and like it's a lot like to take a hand of, like, especially when you have like two females. Oh my God, it's just like
Where did he just
it's
go? Where did
beautiful.
I don't know. Where
Okay,
his
He
well,
mind
went
you
all the
guys-
way with it.
I'm just saying when I felt
Not-
I know
Go
that's
ahead.
right.
Go ahead. You
I
go
just-
ahead.
Well, I just want to say shout out once again to Cocktails Conversation for all the opportunity that it presents us.
Yes.
Boom, boom. And with that, on the 24th, your guy has been invited to do a men's healing conference.
Nice.
I have to get the information. She did not.
Awesome.
I didn't get it in time. But I say that because it's because of the opportunity here. Even though we are friends, but she saw me on here. She see how we talk. She may have not invited me if she hadn't saw me on here. So thank you once again for the opportunity.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Neither.
But once I
What
get all the information, I'll make sure I share it.
I'm about
Guys,
to say,
please
keep us
definitely get ready to
posted.
come
Can
out.
we get a clap? for it
definitely,
again?
we need one because let me tell you something.
Yes, Laura, I agree. She said the coochie the Lord gives you at 40 hit different. It hit
yeah, she
different,
did.
baby.
I was just,
She must be about 42,
Ooh, it hit
41.
different.
I was just
be
about to
42.
Yeah, I
say
think y'all
that.
get water leaks at 40. I think
We
y'all,
do.
y'all pipes
We
get
do.
busted.
8 to 10.
That's
8 to 10.
crazy.
8 to 10.
But what I will say is, also I do want to remind you guys, next Tuesday.
Is that the
you
16th?
can- Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, 'cause
Yep,
my son
the
turns
16th.
18 on Friday.
Yep,
Oh,
next
that boy 18 now.
Tuesday, the 16th.
Shout out to EJ.
You can watch Cocktails and
Hey, where at?
Conversations
Where
at
at?
the Ugly Monkey in downtown.
Ugly Monk. And
Say
we
it
pulling
again.
up. And we,
Starting next-
and, well, we pulling up after the show, right,
I'm
y'all?
pulling up after the show
pulling
for
up.
sure.
Y'all pulling up? Or you gonna have baby boy?
It just
You ain't
depends
pulling up.
on. It depends on my work schedule.
Okay.
you pulling up too.
Well,
Yeah,
next
I'm riding with you.
Tuesday we'll definitely be out there turned up with the gang. But go out 8:00. We are live. You get there a little early so you can go ahead and get your drink and your food because they do have a
Yeah.
bar there.
And food.
But make sure you tap in with us. I'm so thankful for the opportunity.
Travis Taylor, 8 to 10 every Tuesday.
Tuesday,
The hottest
yes.
What
place
time
to
y'all
be.
come on next
You
week?
see?
Yeah,
So,
every Tuesday.
and also, thank you to the Ugly Monkey
Yes, sir.
for believing in us. As you know, that's a bar. Most bars play sports and games and now the Ugly Monkey will be playing Cocktails and Conversations every Tuesday. So thank you for believing in us. Thank you for standing behind us, and we will see y'all next
Hey,
week.
and shout out to all
Friday.
20 of them viewers that stayed online the whole time.
First
Yes,
Friday, first Friday,
yes.
first Friday. Pull up. We will have
Travis
charisma
said
Yeah.
he pulling up me and the
in the
wife.
building.
Yes, we want to meet y'all.
Yes.
First Friday, we
Yes.
will have.
Hey, I see my boy
Everybody-
just hopped in. I know it's only 2 minutes left, but if you need the best detailing service out
Shout
there,
out on who?
Apollo. Holla
Hey,
at him.
you know we got the
Detail
same
Safety.
name, right?
Who that?
That's my cousin's name, Donovan. Like my
for real?
name, yeah, my name
That's
Donovan.
my
too.
dude,
Where
man.
Apollo at?
He just hopped on. He just watching online.
Oh,
But it
okay,
just,
okay.
He one of my friends, so he told me.
Or cocktails and who?
Conversation.
Everybody, since we got 60 seconds left, y'all might well raise your cups in the air.
Okay, hold on. Before we
Wave
do,
it like you just don't care.
60 seconds.
as I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, there is a show after Cocktails and Conversations
Tune
now.
in.
Oh, yeah.
So now that y'all here, y'all make sure y'all tap into Doodoo Boy and turn up with him, okay? So, and until next week, guys, we love y'all.
Love y'all.
We gonna keep bringing the cocktails
clock.
and the conversation.
That's it,
Love
baby.
y'all.
Movie.
That was good. Y'all, we got to talk.
Oak 93.5 is a low-power FM service brought to you by Triangle Access Broadcasting, a non-profit corporation. WRLY LP Raleigh.
From Feature Story News in New York, I'm William Denslow. A top European court has ruled that Switzerland has violated some of its citizens' basic rights by not doing enough to tackle climate change. The Strasbourg-based European Court of Human Rights verdict could set a crucial precedent in the fight against global warming. Ishan Garg has more.
Climate campaigners have hailed the verdict as a major win, ruling in favor of nearly 2,000 elderly Swiss women. The court said Bern had failed to cut its greenhouse emissions.